I take my time, sit back and watch it. A better movie you couldn't write, no way to move me out the way. You push me to the side, feeling quite Machiavelli. Yeah, now it's time to ride. On my enemies, the biggest one's my enemy. So overcritical of my mistakes, I tend to be. So much attention at one time, and I'm missing to peace. If you don't watch it, doves cry inside your inner peace. I'm feeling like a Prince Niccolo, trying to be the Gohans in my piccolo. I know it's gonna be difficult, but homie, you gon' dig it when I'm doing it. Feels like we already made it.
What's good, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Let me switch my name up and shoot.
Yeah, get your government out there, man.
Yo, I don't know if niggas is gonna come over here. That Papa Pimp thread is,
Is that shit still busting?
yeah, everybody in that bitch right now.
Man, in the thread or is it
The
a
thread.
podcast?
No, in the thread. And the Papa Pimp just popped off another thread. Everybody in that hole roasting the shit out there.
Oh, hell yeah, they need to get online and put them jokes on the air. This shit can be let them niggas know for real. We put the link in there right now. Like, we live, nigga. Trying to see what I'm doing. Oh, man, with my little graphics and
now when they ask you about some greatness, say you know a few swell fellas. Tell them that you love us and we're coming for the magazine covers. Yeah.
Anyway, what's good with you, bro? I appreciate you joining, man. My bad, I was trying to
I'm chilling.
set up, man.
Yeah, I feel it. But so I just joined now because like you put 9 p.m. but you didn't put Eastern Standard Time. So I just checked it.
Yeah, I usually put that shit in there, man. We real arrogant on the East Coast. We be like, they do the same shit with TV. They like 8 o'clock and whatever other times, nigga. But my bad, man.
Yeah.
What? So you on the West Coast then, or what?
No, I'm in Texas.
Oh, Texas, man. Did you see the episode last week?
Yeah, I was on it. I just
Oh,
didn't
okay.
have
Oh,
the
that's
camera.
right. Yeah, that's right. Was you the nigga telling us about the swingers and shit, man?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. I was about to say we had the Texas boys on here last week, man. That was you, man. So shout out to
Yeah.
you, bro, for all
Yeah.
that, man. Hell yeah. But yeah, that's first of all, how was your week, man?
My week been pretty chill, you know what I'm saying? Then knocked it out work at work. So just trying to get better at that shit.
Yeah.
Just started this new job in sales, working from home and shit. So you know how that be.
Hey, working from home, it got its ups and downs, but I take it over traffic, man. Especially if you're in Texas, you know about some traffic, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
So,
man.
Shit, I mean, I'm dealing with that right now, man. I got a sweet gig. I ain't gonna complain, but I am trying to find something new, man. You know, niggas ain't never satisfied, but
Yeah, I feel that.
get in the door, you
Yeah,
gotta do it.
hopefully by the end of the year, I'll try to find some way to be working for myself or something. But for now, I just gotta do this corporate shit.
Yeah, I dig it, bro. I'm gonna say, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. And we already know that because niggas will get fucked up watching Instagram and, you know what I'm saying, following their favorite rappers and shit, man. Like, that other shit, man, I don't put no judgment on it because some niggas do that shit because they got to. But I ain't gonna say I know a lot, but I know some niggas who done got caught up in that type of shit and dead in jail, and they didn't even have to. Like, their parents was doing good. They had a nice house. They went to a good school. They could hoop.
Exactly. That was like 90% of the niggas I grew up with. We all military brats, all grew up on military bases worldwide and shit. You know what I'm saying? We all graduated from high school. Everybody turned into thugs and shit. I was like, why? Like, why? that wasn't never part of what we were going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, but whatever,
I really don't get it, man. Like, I used to say this shit. So, like, here in Atlanta, when I was going up all the way from, I'm a military brat too. You feel me? So I moved around, but I said we moved around a lot before I was like 5 and 6. By the time I was 5 and 6, elementary school age, we was in Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, from Atlanta. So, nigga, when we got here, we was living mainly, I could tell you, we were living in Decatur, off Rainbow Drive, some hood-ass apartments called, I forget the name of this shit now, whatever, man, behind the Pep Boys, that's still fucking there. It's still hood over there, you know what I'm saying? Then we got a little bit of tiny bit more moved to this area named Clarkston. Bro, we lived in some apartments called fucking Plantation. Now this shit made me mad. Old Plantation, nigga. And they had Civil War cannons on the fucking property, bro. Racist as fuck, man. But we moved there. And that was another rough neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Then we moved to another place in Decatur by this area named Scottsdale. There used to be a lot of BDs and GDs over there, actually, you know what I'm saying? Now it's gentrified. They done moved all them niggas out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this used to be hood areas. I went through all the way up to 7th, 8th, and then 9th grade, I moved to Stone Mountain. Stone Mountain's hood now. It ain't one of the worst hoods in Atlanta, but this shit goes down. Niggas do get murked. It be, you know what I'm saying? It's traps all over that bitch. Stone Mountain's hood now. But when I moved over that bitch, bro, I swear to God, back then it was the nice part of town. We was like, we moving to Stone Mountain. We had got a house. That's where a lot of black people had houses, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so when I got to Stone Mountain High School, I had already lived in all these hood ass motherfucking spots, so I could recognize, nigga, all of us live in houses. A few of us live in apartments, but and even them apartments ain't bad. Nobody get killed in their apartments. Wasn't no real trapping, other than some weed. You know what I'm saying? And but I used to notice it back then. Like niggas was trying so hard to want the area to be hard, and they was going out their way. I'd be like niggas who had more money than me and shit. Niggas wearing polo every day with their parents buying them, but they wanted to still trap.
Man, that was what I was going through. That niggas be clowning me for what I'm wearing. I'm like, your parents bought you that. You didn't hustle for that. Like, yeah. I had the same story. You know what I'm saying? Military brat. We got to Texas by the time I was like 4 or 5. Mm-hmm. That's why I claimed Texas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was the same thing. I could recognize, especially like my parents. My mom's from the south side of Chicago. My dad is from Brooklyn. So we go visit family. I'm going straight to the hood, straight to the projects. You know what I'm saying? That's and then I come back to Texas, and I'm like, this ain't shit. Like,
y'all ain't going to nothing. Right? Ain't nothing to be ashamed of either. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I had to go out of state to experience my first drive-by. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't going down like that in Killeen, Texas. That's you know what I'm saying?
That's right. And in my high school, where like I told you, I went to Stone Mountain High School. Like, literally the only person I remember dying, rest in peace, Ricky Williams. He died after we all graduated, and it was in a car accident. It wasn't like nobody was getting killed. Well, nobody shooting. It was and niggas wanted that area to be hard so bad. They like manifested that shit. Now we go over there, like just today, I had to go over there because, niggas got to handle business sometimes, and I still, I ain't scared. But I had to go over there today. I'm pumping my gas, and bro, this pump was going. So I had $40 on this bitch, bro. I was like, oh my God, nigga, this a trap, nigga. They trying to kill niggas out here. I had my Glock in my pocket, bro, hand on the Glock, because I was just like, this is setup, man. How this pump is slow, man? You on some shit, especially if you nigga really living that life. You like, nigga, I'm just trying to get some gas, nigga. Come on. Come on. But for me, I was just like, this ain't safe, man. I've been out here too long, my car too nice, man. I should have been gone with this gas, man. So I was clutching that glizzy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. I mean, them be them type of gas stations I don't try to go to after dark. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know what's, first of all, shout out to Habeas Corpus, bro. I appreciate you pulling up again, man.
Salute.
Real soldier, man. For real, man. Salute to your service again, man. Every time. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, likewise, brother.
You feel me? Same. Yeah, respect.
Yeah, man.
But like you were saying, bro, like, I try not, I'm real street smart too, and part of being street smart, like you said, is like, I would be on a full tank if I'm even going on a mission, handle some business on a shady part of town, or if I'm just going to kick it with a girl I might not have met before, go on a full tank. So, or if I'm going out to club or party or hang with friends, go on a full tank. So I don't got to be at 2 a.m. exposing yourself to police, robbers, right? I try to move that way, but sometimes today was one of the days where I was doing so much so fast. I was on E. And like you said, part of being street smart is like not stopping in certain. That's how you live long. It ain't about I have my Glock on me. Yeah, I'm prepared to self-defend, but being smart is self-defense is about not even getting into the situation.
Exactly. Facts. You know what I mean? Some people don't see it like that. They see it as the other way. Like, you had your Glock on you, so you should have had that bitch out just waiting for somebody to roll up. And that ain't how you supposed to be moving around at all. You know what I'm saying?
And I got a Glock 26, which is a compact. I got the extended clip with it, but it's a small, right? It's a baby 9. Yeah. It's a baby Glock. And the thing about it is, if you buy it, and I'm in Georgia, you just need a permit to carry. It also serves as concealed carry. You don't need no special concealed weapon, right? Permit. The point is, why would I buy a gun that's easy to conceal carry and legally have a concealed carry and lose the element of surprise by like having that bitch all on my hip and like flexing it? You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to know I got this gun ever until I have to use it, and hopefully that never happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that. Yo, so let me ask you, do you like the compact pistols? Like, every time I shoot one, them bitches pinch my hand. Like, every time I go to the range.
The solution for me was the extended clip. Not because it's cool, not because it looks cool, but it serves as extra. And no, I don't have that contact. I don't get that pinch or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're using 30. You know what I'm saying? But with the 30 on
Yeah.
there, I mean, I like the Glock. It's reliable. And I only have 2 guns. I'm not like a super gun collector or
Right, right,
anything.
right.
My first gun was a Ruger 380 LCP. That's tiny. I
Mm-hmm.
gave it to my girl. It's a purse gun. It'll kill you. It's a 22. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sorry, it's a 380.
Yeah.
But it'll kill you. But it'll defend. But you know, when you see it, that's a gun for your girl to have in her purse, man.
Right.
I wouldn't want that
I
guy
had the
in a
same
bad
model.
situation. You did?
But I had the 22, the LCP 22.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know, and they all look the same. You know, I think that's a
Yeah.
lot of dudes' first gun. You know what I'm saying? It's cheap.
Right, right.
It's a
Little
Ruger.
22, little 380. Yeah.
And again, you know, if it comes to self-defense, you ain't really out here on some goon shit. It's plenty for the job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want no.
Exactly.
You don't want. It's still smoke.
Exactly. You don't have to pull out no gold-plated 50 cal.
Right. Exactly, man.
Facts.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? But I respect people's right to carry. But yeah, I try not to be. I've only had to pull my gun twice. I ain't had to squeeze but I was in a situation where I left a party. I could tell they were following me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man. And by the way, I got a tip for every niggas if you. By the way, shout out Mushroom Man who just pulled up, bro. I appreciate you joining, family.
Yeah, man.
But
Hey, what up, fam?
oh yeah, ain't nothing, man, ain't nothing. But tip, man, for real, man. If you ever leave in someplace, work, your house, a girl's house, a place you're not familiar with, the mall, it doesn't matter. You're going somewhere or you're in transition, getting into your car. Niggas have a habit of sitting there and setting their GPS, you know what I'm saying, to where they're about to go. My advice to niggas is when you get in your car, lock your doors, start your car, put it in drive, and get moving. You know what I'm saying? You can set your GPS by voice, but you're the biggest target when you're sitting in your car, and people do it every day. You see people sit there and play with the GPS. You know what I'm saying? My advice is get in your car and go, and then set your GPS. Even if you're lost, like go. When you've been sitting somewhere because somebody might have been watching you, get in your car and go. I have nigga try to. First of all, shout out to Johnny Cage for pulling up, bro. One more again. You know what I mean?
What's
like
happening?
Blaze, man. Shout out to y'all for pulling up. Everybody pulling up.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Double salutes to the big families, man. I'm just telling this story about these niggas. We was talking about the guns and shit. And we were talking about self-defense. And I was talking about when the only 2 times I've had to pull my gun. You know what I'm saying? And shout out my nigga Rashid Latif who just pulled up, man. Shout out to you, big bro. I appreciate you joining.
Yo, I gotta step out, run a mission real quick, but I'm gonna check back in as soon as I get back.
Handle your business, man.
Yo, man. Y'all
Be
be
safe. You talking about guns? Be safe.
Get some coffee.
for sure.
Right.
But no, I'm gonna tell you, man. For real, I was leaving a party one night, man, and I was in my car doing what I just told y'all niggas not to do. I was sitting there playing around with my GPS. And I noticed a motherfucker in another car, but I was like, whatever. I start my car and I start leaving the apartments. And when I leave, you know what I'm saying, that nigga left behind me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even thinking that I'm paying attention street smart like, but I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna keep it moving. So I go out, I make the left, that nigga make the left behind me or whatever. No cap and no flex. I'm just telling the story accurately. You know what I'm saying? I was in my fucking Beamer.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, man, and I'm on Roosevelt Highway on the south side in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Niggas have been letting them know that's the fucking SWATs. That's what we call it. You heard me? So I'm on Roosevelt. I bust this left on Roosevelt, and I'm like, all right, I think this nigga following me. And I said, I'm in the beam. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm gonna gun it. To where you know how the road curves, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm gonna gun it until I can lose sight of this nigga. Now, if he's still behind me by the time, you know what I'm saying, I done floored it like that, then you following him. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Oh God, bro, this had to be the first week I got my gun. I ain't even had my what is it? So this was the first gun I got, and I didn't have a permit yet. And the rule in Georgia was like, you know, you want to have it in your trunk or not have it loaded if you ain't got your permit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't even know if that's still the rule, but that's what I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? So my shit was in my trunk. I gun it. I get around the corner, and I see this nigga still on my ass, and I was like, all right, bet. So I'm like, I just got to get to my gun in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? So I see a BB on the left side. I skirt in that bitch, turn, put the car apart, pop the trunk, get to the gun, and just the time I got my hands on the Ruger, that nigga pulled up on the left side of me like this. And I had it just like this, cocked right in his, right here. Both hands came off the wheel. Oh God, that nigga was like, oh! He spent that nigga kept on fucking spinning. Nigga thought I was a joke. And then I see Atlanta police. Oh God, this is a true story. Then I seen Atlanta police come up the block, man, and I'm like, man, thank God I ain't had to kill this nigga because they might have killed me. Just think I'm out here busting niggas. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
thank God I had to kill, but he was terrified, bro. That nigga was like, oh. I'm like, yeah, you shot the wrong one, nigga. You about to die. I ain't even say none of that, but that's what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but it's funny how that whole situation flipped, though, huh?
And the funny thing is, when you tell me the story, it seemed longer than it was. In real life, that was like 2.5 seconds at most. Like the time of me getting to the trunk, getting my hand on the action, and that nigga pulling up my, you know what I'm saying? If I would have waited, I don't know what would have been, but I was like, nah, I ain't going like that, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
This nigga Ball God is an action hero.
Man. But no thuggery shit. I'm glad I ain't have to shoot a nigga. I don't need that. I don't need them nightmares, man. I ain't trying to kill nobody.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
I don't need them nightmares. I ain't trying to be that nigga. But you gotta have it on you sometimes.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it was like, you know, if you gotta defend yourself, you ready, willing, and able. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You know, like, nigga, I like breathing.
Right. I like this life thing, man. I want to keep trying it out for a little while, man.
It's all that I know, right?
It's all I know, bro. But yeah, man. But I advise y'all, when you get in your car, get moving. Even if you don't know where you at, I mean that literally. Like, it's okay for you to move and then stop somewhere. You see what I'm saying? But if anybody had been following you in transition and give you a time to know that or shake them, and you can be like, all right, now let me stop at this dollar store and set my GPS or whatever.
But if you just get in and you just sitting, you a duck.
You a duck. Even in a nice area. I ain't talking about niggas on the block of Chicago. I'm talking about everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? I live in a nice part of Atlanta, and I practice this shit everywhere.
I feel
You think if you was in you said a Beamer, if you was in a Beamer, you think he would have been fucking with you? Like, say you was in a dusty ass Impala or something like that. You think he would have fucked with you?
Maybe not, you know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, I ride low key. I don't ride with big shiny rims and all that shit. But I mean, let's be real. That's the same reason I didn't get guns until I had an Audi before my Beamer. And before the Audi, before the Audi, it was a whole series of shitty $1,000 cars that the niggas struggled from 9 to 5s with, like most.
Oh, niggas been there before. Niggas know that routine.
Niggas grinded out. I ain't gonna see him flex like I always had. It's nice.
Oh, same.
But once I got on, I had the Audi. And that's when I first realized, like, yo, you got nice things, no different than wearing a chain. You need to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't doubt maybe he wouldn't have fucked with me if I was in a Duster. You know what I'm saying? If I was in a whatever you call it, you know what I'm saying, a little hoopty or whatever, I don't think he would have fucked with me. But yeah, I was in a nice ride. My shit is a drop. And my Audi is a drop too.
Nigga, if you was in the hoopty some G-Ride like that nigga would have been worried about you robbing him.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, but I was in the drop, and I'm in the drop now. So I was like, that's when I started being like, man, I got nice things. I got to make sure, man, the nigga run up on me crazy. I'm gonna have to let him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you gotta think of no different. I don't walk around with a chain, but it's the same thing. You know, you walk around with a fucking $10,000 piece on your neck. I hope you're thinking about the wolves.
Because they think about you.
Because they think about you. You know what I'm saying? When I go to the gym, I go to the gym 3, 4, 5 days a week. The Glock is in the backpack, man. Because niggas don't think you know my routine. Don't think, oh, this shit sweet, man. Yeah, he go to the gym. We gonna catch him. Okay, run up.
Hey, so hold on then. So you take it with you up in the gym too, huh?
I take my Glock in my back. I walk my dog in the woods. I take my Glock in my backpack. Glock 26. All
right, so now this nigga Ball God is the good guys with guns. The NRA niggas always be talking about.
Definitely. Never pull it. Never pull it, bro. Like I'm one of them niggas for real. That they don't talk about when they talk about even the Second Amendment and all that shit. They talking about white guys. Let's keep it real.
Of course.
Niggas like myself. You know, any black man that own guns that's not out here robbing and shooting, they don't want to talk about us responsible gun owners. People who,
not at all.
Who never fired their gun outside of a range. You know.
Yeah. But niggas is out here though.
Yeah, we out here, man. I got a question for y'all, man.
What up, homie?
I'm gonna sound like a hater, but I'm gonna I want to hear y'all opinions before I get called a hater. First of all, man, shout out to Mega Watts, man. Like, he had to rejoin, so shout out to you again, big brother. Let me ask y'all this, bro, and I'm glad Mega Watts on for this, because this is a question that is for New York too, but for everybody. A$AP Rocky Getting Rihanna pregnant. Is that a W?
Hey, that's it.
Or is that
Hell
an
yeah.
Nigga,
That's a
that
win
is
for
a
City
supreme
Boys. That's a
W. What
win
is
for
you
the City
talking
Boys,
about?
boy.
L? Okay, that's a
City Boys
win.
winning.
That's
Nigga,
a
that's
win.
a W with
That's a
a
win.
capital W in bold with an exclamation
That's a
point after.
win.
What are you talking about?
I'm not against it.
Yeah.
I just have thoughts, man. I have
Okay,
thoughts.
nigga, look. All right, would you rather, right about now, would you rather be ASAP Rocky or Tristan Thompson, nigga, or Drake? You feel me? You feel me? Like, do you see the W? That man got a W.
I'm not saying it's not. Here's my. I'm not arguing against it. I'm not playing devil's advocate. I'm just thinking about it like this. I was like, man, I'm just kind of. Maybe I'm old school. I'm not ashamed that if that's the case. By the way, Megawatts, you got some AirPods on. Shout out, man. I just got some AirPods, man. Them shits is amazing. I'm not wearing them right now because I like doing this shit with the old school headphones. And for you niggas who say Android users are broke, I got Apple Watch and iPhone and an Android watch. I got the Android S20 and the iPhone, so stop saying Android users broke.
You said you got the drop. Shit,
It's
fuck the
a
iPhone and the
choice.
iWatch. You got the drop.
It's a
Fuck all
choice.
that. You-
But look, here's why. I ain't saying it's an L, but I just feel like I don't want to be married to or have a baby with a chick that like everybody been with, everybody in the whole game, and not just the rap game, but the athlete game, the fame game. Leonardo DiCaprio smashed your girl, nigga.
And she just she the last stop to you.
It feels like sloppy 30 seconds.
I hear you. And, I hear you. And it's like a part of me wants to agree with you, but at the same time, though, it's like the difference between like Rihanna. It's like, nigga, everybody still want her though. You feel me? It's not like you look at.
I still want Rihanna. You ain't wrong.
Yeah, like it's not like everybody just look at it like, she a little passive or whatever, and like trying to play her out. It's like, nigga, she still got that appeal.
My bad. Yeah, I feel you. I feel exactly what y'all saying. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. And it ain't an L. I mean, let's be real. Every not rap nigga, every dude's dream, right, is to like get an R&B chick who's gorgeous. Like he did that. Like that's a W in and of itself. But I'm just like, maybe. Go ahead, man. Speak on it. Speak your thoughts.
No, I was gonna say what it was like a year ago, 2 years ago. He got locked up in the Swedish jail. So you go from getting locked up in Sweden, and now you know what I'm saying, you knocked up a billionaire. I mean, shit, that's a retirement plan. I ain't making no more albums.
Rap for what?
Exactly.
Nigga, I'm done.
You know what? Yeah, that took 2 minutes, but I'm with y'all. That's a W, man. I don't even know what I was thinking. Again, I do stand by the fact that I think most men agree. You don't ideally want a woman that's like been with a lot of dudes, whether they're famous or not. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm pretty sure most of us, because I don't ask these type of questions, most of us don't know our girl's history like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
not that type of nigga.
You're not even supposed to ask that. You feel me?
Yeah, like, I don't want to know, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure if you knew, you might learn it might be a rapper or two in that list. So
I don't want to know niggas done turned into Mario Winans all of a sudden.
Exactly.
Hold up. We got Big Ant. We got Big Ant, man. Double salutes, man. Double salutes, my boy Ant, man. Appreciate you pulling up, man. But yeah, that's a W. I don't know what I was thinking. So shout out to ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. I hope y'all raise that kid and keep him out of that craziness, man. That limelight, man.
That nigga Chris Brown gonna shoot that nigga. Watch.
I'm glad Ann is on. It's a couple of y'all from the East Coast on, but I got a question that maybe y'all don't know because we all old. I don't know, but that's just this thing, the Pop Smoke thing. Which is everybody be talking about Woo, which I get that's like the gang or something like that, or they set or whatever. Can somebody explain to me this Woo thing though? Like, who is they beefing with? Is it really real? Is it rap? Anybody?
I don't know nothing about that.
Nothing about that Woo shit. Everybody be talking about this Woo shit all the time. Maybe
like only reason why I know about it is through BX actually. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
Talking about, yeah. Okay,
I just know Woos versus Choos.
It's what?
Other than that, I can't really. It's like Woos versus the Chos or something like that, or the Choos.
Bro, that's crazy, man. I can literally see the Suns game popping off in your background, man. I can literally make out Mikal Bridges
that's the Knicks. Knicks and
okay. Okay, the color looks like the Suns from over here, but yeah. Okay, that's what's up, man. But yeah, so fuck that, man. Question, man. This some real shit right here, bro. I was gonna save it for later, but I want to get to it in case we don't get to it. You know what I'm saying? And I know you gonna have some thoughts on this, Johnny Cage.
What up, homie?
Brian Flores.
Oh, nigga, let's go. Let's go. Like, you'll never work in this town again. You feel me?
That's fact.
You'll never make it in this business.
Yeah. But nah, though. But I'm like, yo, if this is what it takes to like pull the curtain back, you know what I mean? Or pull the rug up on them, then so be it. And it's like, come on, bro. Just like we were saying earlier, like, nigga, you know I'm a football lover. You understand? But it's like, man, the league as an organization is trash, my nigga. How's there one black coach? You feel me?
You'll never work again. Let me say something about that. It's two things. One is bold to do something like that when you know you're pretty much done in the NFL. But I'll say this: they can't Kaepernick this man, because when you have been a head coach in the NFL, even if an NFL team never hired him again, some NCAA team gonna throw NFL money at him, like Saban type of shit. Maybe not Saban money, but don't think a college team won't come to him. It's gonna be a college team that'll be proud. That's a recruiting plus right there, just to say we have a former NFL head coach here.
Yeah.
Period.
That nigga finna go to Jackson State and team up with Deion and beat Alabama, nigga. Watch.
He's pretty much a whistleblower, you know what I mean? But I mean, everybody could see what was going on, though.
Yeah.
And but at the same time, like you said, Johnny Cage said there's one black head coach. So can you really get mad at the NFL? Because the majority of black, NFL fans, they're gonna still watch regardless. And then you say, like, he goes to NCAA, and that's cool, But at the same time, you're grooming these young black players to go through the same system. So it's like, it's like a double lose. You know what I mean?
What you said is absolutely right. Like I was saying earlier today, I'm like, I got such a love-hate relationship with the NFL. You see what I'm saying? Because like that's my favorite sport to watch. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like, niggas be like, oh, if you have kids, will you let your kids play football? Nigga, hell yeah. And I hope they're good enough to go to the NFL. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. But at the same time, it's like, it's a whole bunch of frustration. Like the hate part about it comes from me to where it's like, it's not like black men don't want to be coaches. You see what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, well, y'all ain't coaches. Ain't nobody trying to apply. Don't nobody want the position. Nah, nigga, we've been wanting this for decades. And it's like every couple of years, there's one or two that come through. They have like a ridiculously short tenure, and that's that. So it's like, you're like, what's the barrier? Like, why is that opportunity being blocked from us? Like the same way being a quarterback was. You know what I mean? That's right. It's like, you don't even think twice when you see a black quarterback now. But come on, man, we all old enough to remember when it's like.
I feel like, just to touch on it, I feel like that's why there's probably less coaches, because for the longest time, the quarterback was the sacred position. You know what I mean? It was supposed to be an ideal, it had a look and an image to it. We don't even got to say what it is. But so now you get the Lamar Jacksons, the Michael Vicks, you get these running quarterbacks coming in and changing the game. And so now I think it's more of a stronghold now, because now they don't have the white boy that they could invite to dinner. You know what I mean? So now they got to make sure that it's the coach. They got to make sure it's the coach that they can keep under the thumb. You know what I mean? So now because like the statistics say, but prior to the Rooney Rule, they had more African-American coaches in the league. Ever since they introduced that rule, it's gone. Every coaching cycle just go less and less and less. You know what I'm saying? Now to the point we have one. So.
To go further with the NFL coach thing, like, think about it like this, man. Originally, if you go back to the 50s and 60s, the early days of the sport, in NBA and NFL, a lot of the majority of the players was white, right? Because black dudes wasn't allowed in. As soon as they broke the segregation barrier in baseball too, but especially basketball and football, as soon as that was broken, and then you start letting people make teams on their own merit, blacks quickly became what is now 70% of the players in the field, right?
Right.
And so it's like what Miguel was saying, but it's further than that. It's not just the quarterback. So before, what happened is white people found themselves moved out of football, positioned out of football, because blacks were basically superior for the majority. And so they have a strong hold on coaching now because it's all they have. Same with refs. It's the same with the ref game. It's like, we can't play. We cannot cut it on the field and play. So we have to hold this because it's all we got to stay in the sport. Because if we really did it fair, y'all would be, not saying y'all be 70. Nigga, if 70% of the best football players in the world is black, every good player is not a good coach. But you telling me it's not a high percentage of those players that didn't have knowledge to pass on, even if they're not head coaches, but positional coaches, to work their way up to head coach?
Of course.
Fam,
Exactly.
yo, all right,
Hey.
to further bring your point home, I was watching ESPN today. Them niggas talking about Josh how you pronounce his name? McCown, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this nigga's being interviewed for a coaching position. First of all, he just got out the league. Second of all, this nigga has 0 head coaching experience anywhere. You feel me?
No,
And he
he
already
used to
getting
coach the
interviewed
Broncos.
for a head coaching position. Like, what? Come on, man.
Yeah, he used to coach the Broncos. He was the one who drafted Tebow and then tore that team apart, and everybody hated him in that locker room.
Wait, so hold on. He's
I ain't
supposed to
gonna
Broncos.
tell that now, but
And he got kicked. He ran out of town, and then he went back to the Patriots.
Oh, my fault. Then I'm definitely wrong on that. Then
Nah, you good.
But
You
if
good.
you think about it, it's
First
a
of
much
all, hold on.
deeper.
Shout out to Chase who just joined, man. Might be a first time joiner, so I appreciate anybody for joining, family.
Nah, I've been here before.
Okay, well, shout out to you, big bro. We appreciate you pulling up, man. What side? Where you at?
I'm in Michigan.
Shout out to me. I remember you, bro. Shout out to Michigan, man.
oh, there you was that.
Yeah, I remember you, dog.
I'm the only white dude on here.
But you came right in time because we talking about the NFL. I wouldn't hear a white person. I bet you don't have a different opinion.
Let me say this real quick though. It's a systemic thing, and it's always been ingrained within our society. It's like if you go way back to slavery, it's the same thing that happened. Once the slaves got freed, the slaves had all the experience in the field because they was the one building up the plantations. They was the one doing the actual work.
Okay.
So once the slaves got freed, they were entitled to all the work because they knew how. They had the know-how. So what the other side did is they created these local unions and things like that as a bar of entry. You know what I'm saying? To keep the jobs and stuff for themselves. So this is nothing new. You know what I mean? It's just years later, it's being projected on us, you know?
In a different way. Yeah.
And
you're absolutely right.
And Chase, I mean, yeah, you just came in the middle of this, but hey, you know what I'm saying? You are who you are, but we talking about the NFL and Brian Flores. You know what I'm saying? His lawsuit in the NFL.
I haven't really read too much. I haven't really read too much about it yet, but I mean, yeah, there's only 2 black coaches, right? One now, right?
Yeah.
And you know, if y'all didn't know, I started reading through it. It's 58 pages long. I might have got to page 10 because I was at work. But it's in the first 5 pages. It's the juiciest shit. If you ever get bored and just want to even read through the first 5 pages, this nigga literally, and they got the screenshots in the lawsuit from Bill Belichick, right? And so Bill Belichick hit him up like, "Yo, congratulations on getting that Giants job, bro." And and so the thing is, he was interviewing for the Giants job. He was supposed to be interviewing in 3 days or whatever. And then he texts Brian Daboll is the guy who got hired, right?
Yep.
A white guy. And so Bill Belichick texts him back like a little bit later, like, "Oh, yo, my bad. I thought it was you that got hired, but yeah, it was him. You know, my bad. I didn't mean to text you that." The point is, they had already hired the guy they wanted, and they had an interview with him for 3 days later. You're a token. Rooney
just for
rule.
like we only doing this just for
show. It was a Rooney Rule interview. You know what I'm saying? We already know we want to hire Brian Daboll. Oh, yo, can y'all get Brian Flores over here real quick so we can say we interviewed a black head coach?
And you just described the problem with the Rooney Rule right there.
Mm-hmm. Say that again, Rashid. Oh yeah, just so we
can just so to say we hit our quota.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing that's more, and I get that it's a business, but what makes me kind of upset about that is like, before you make your decision, I've been a head coach of a football team, of an NFL team for 3 years. I gave them their first back-to-back winning season since 2003. I did more than the last guy. I only say that to say it's cool to fire me. It's a business. I ain't saying the black coaches can't get fired. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You can go. If you ain't win the Super Bowl last year, in my opinion, you eligible to get fucking fired on any team.
No, I see what you're saying.
But with that said, why can't I get my interview before y'all hire somebody? I just coached the team for 3 years. I don't get the respect of y'all at least seeing what I got in my head, the knowledge that I might, how I might come in and you know what I'm saying? Let me come and spit my game. Let me shoot my shot.
Hey, look, straight up, their answer is, nigga, no.
Say that again, Rashid.
That's on top of that, the man got rings from his time in New England.
You see what I'm saying? And every other white coach that was from New England, man, they pretty much got a head coaching job without questions. It's like, you know what I'm saying? This is Josh McDaniel's second time on that train. The dude who went to the Lions and tore them apart, he was trash. What's the guy's name? He's now the coach of the Titans, and he ain't doing so bad. I think he learned his lesson. But Matt Patricia, is that who it was?
Yeah.
He went to the Detroit, and they hated him. They was like, he don't know how to talk to people. He's an asshole. And then he was like, okay, he got his ass fucking canned. But every other white coach who went under Belichick, they got a job like that. And then even if it didn't work out, they got another interview.
Right.
And so,
just to play Giants advocate, though,
please.
he wasn't the only black coach that they interviewed. They also interviewed Patrick Graham too.
Because legally, the new Rooney Rule is that you have to interview 2 black coaches.
Nah, it's because Patrick Graham has been there for the last 2 years.
No, but listen, I'm not debating that Patrick Graham might have been qualified to be interviewed, but I'm telling you factually, the Rooney Rule was updated a few years back that they made it that you have to interview at least 2 black candidates before you hire a head coach. And so that was day 2. I ain't saying
but
that's not disrespect to Patrick Graham.
Bro, think about how dumb of a rule that is though. Like say I'm saying like niggas go to a bar, niggas go to a lounge, right? And it's like, all right, like before you go up in the bar, before you go up in the lounge, niggas tell you like the little lounge bar policy and all that. Like, yo, nigga, before you walk up out of here with anything, you gotta holler at 2 fat girls. You feel me? You know you ain't about to do anything with them big bitches. You see what I'm saying? But you just gonna fulfill your obligation, holler at fat girl 1, fat girl 2, and go right over to the little Rihanna looking girl.
No. But think about it like this. Keeping this perspective in NFL. Let's say you a coach, bro, and you a black coach, and like tomorrow, like the fucking Falcons, a team who probably need to fire their coach, right? Fucking Falcons or somebody like that call you up, and they're like, hey. You know what I'm saying? We seen your work. We want you to come on down. We think we want you here. We want to have you in for an interview. You hang up the phone. Am I thinking now, do they really like my work or am I just a token interview?
Exactly.
Do they just get me up out the way so they can go ahead and hire whoever they want? That's in my back of my head right now just from the lawsuit.
Exactly. Straight like that. You feel me? And it's like, all right, so to further complicate that, well, not complicate, but like to further expound upon that, like imagine like how many black men in this country, like decades prior, even centuries prior, like had that thought before they was going up in any interview. You see what I'm saying? It's like, am I wasting my time? Is this somebody little fake me out diversity initiative? You see what I'm saying? It's just messed up that in 2022 this still continues to be the story.
It's stupid too because it seems like most of the players are black. So probably if you had a black coach, they might be able to communicate better.
That's just basic, right? I mean,
Facts.
being funny, and not even that, but
Facts.
I mean, yeah, all right. Like, not even just like the slang or some bullshit, but like knowing where you come from.
Like, relate to them, yeah.
If I'm coaching a 70% white team, I ain't saying the coach got to be white, but I'm saying it might be a chance that he might understand them a little bit better to be able to kind of get through to the kid.
You might be able to motivate them better because you understand where they come from.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, case in point, Megawatts, case in point. Y'all niggas remember when Mike Singletary was coaching the Niners?
Yeah.
and Davis started tripping, and then that nigga kicked Davis off the field. Like, yo, beat it. You feel me?
Right, yeah.
That nigga, he did the same thing Bruce Arians did to AB. The exact same thing. Like, nigga, get off my field then.
That's
you
right.
see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And then double down on it. Like, yo, I can't win with him. Can't coach him. Can't do it. You see what I'm saying?
And I ain't saying he fired him because he was black. He had some bad teams, you know.
But but Davis was like after the fact. But like after the fact, Davis was like after the fact, Davis was like, yo, that was one of the best things that ever happened to me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he got put in perspective. It's as far as like, all right, well, you had somebody that comes from, your walk of life that you respect, that can speak to you in the proper language that that you need to be spoken to.
And I mean, I look at the NBA, right? The NBA, like it's a lot of teams where there are former players, black and white, right? Like you got Steve Kerr, Steve Nash, like Steven Silas, Ty Lue. The list goes on and on. You got players who made it to head coach in the NBA, who are respected coaches, championship coaches. You know how come we don't have that? Not one in the NFL.
Not one.
Not one Hall of Famer has been worthy of a head coach. Deion Sanders, maybe not him, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of
brown time all day.
Black quarterbacks are now thought to be smart enough to even play the position, and that's only up to a few years ago that they even admitted that. So they ain't as progressive as they seem to be.
First of all,
that's why the other day I was like,
I apologize, bro. I see.
We got past kneeling.
But yeah, my bad, Megawatt.
No doubt. What up?
What's good?
Let's talk about sports. I don't care.
Shout out to Harlem. No, actually, I think you do care because we weren't just talking about sports. We were talking about specifically racism in the NFL. And like my man, I think it was Johnny Cage said, it really is. Megawatts was saying it's really bigger than sports because it's just a microcosm of our society. You feel me?
I think it's more than. I agree with that, but I think I have to say, shit. I don't watch football.
I don't either no more.
I I was never really into football to begin with, but now I really don't watch football since Cap left. You know what I'm saying? Now I specifically don't watch the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But looking at football, it's like that shit is like NFL teams are plantations.
Yeah,
That's how they described it in the lawsuit. Nah, that's how they described it in the lawsuit.
That is no, it is. I mean,
Okay,
I've looked into the shit. It's some plantation shit.
Explain, because I'm from the descendant of real slaves, so that shit you gotta mean something. When you
Me too.
All right. Here we go. Check it out.
Has to sit in the skybox.
Slave masters are the owners of the team. They go to predominantly black communities looking for the biggest, strongest bucks. They put them on the field. They give them a ball, and they let them run around.
But the difference is,
and the winner. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Don't forget about the combine.
And they paid.
And the winner
handsomely.
That kills your whole example. No matter what else you say, they paid well and they signed a contract. Slavery is forcing motherfuckers. They ain't forced to play the game. I'm with
now,
you.
Hold on. I didn't say.
Yeah, but what about CTE? Them niggas getting hurt, killing each other.
Hold on.
Different sport.
Nah, Ru, go ahead. Keep on talking.
Yeah, my bad, family. My bad.
I didn't say slavery. I said it was a plantation.
I feel you. Okay, I feel you.
Meaning, so yeah, I wouldn't disrespect slavery. I wouldn't disrespect slaves by saying they're slaves because they're obviously not slaves. They are paid very well, but it's a plantation mentality. The whole game is set up on some plantation type shit. You know what I'm saying? You got two owners. You got two owners going head to head to see which of they big black bucks is the best.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I mean, when you put it like that, you kind of drive it home a little bit. You feel me?
I can see where you're coming from. I just feel it's I don't even think it's like racist in the sense that like the owners, right? It's like I hate black people. I think they like the owners genuinely, right? They meet their players and their families and they like them and they love them and it's, you know what I'm saying? They don't. It's not like, man, they go home and they're like, fuck that nigger. I don't think it's like that.
Nah,
I think it's like the Clippers owners. It's like
I was just about to say that. Maybe watch you right now. Go ahead.
What's wrong with them? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's more like
them to my games.
Yeah, that's a show pony, man. That's not a human. You know what I'm saying?
Let's keep it all the way 100. I think they love their players as much as they love their favorite dogs.
Ooh. And
it's a show pony.
Can't argue with that. Yeah. I don't know. I can't argue. I mean, yeah.
Hey, I mean, I can't argue against that. Oh, Fat Kid, what's happening?
Fat Kid. My bad, bro. Shout outs to Fat Kid, man. I'm blazing. This is some fire. I'm like
some beans and peas.
But Ru, I definitely agree with you. Though. I'm saying it's like.
Let me add on to what he was saying. He was saying like it's like slavery, right?
Well,
okay. Look at it.
Yeah.
Y'all say it's not because they get paid for it, but look at it like this: the house nigga versus field nigga. Mm-hmm. Look at it like that. The people that's joining the league or whatever, I would look at them like the house nigga. Not saying that they are house niggas, but it's like the house nigga does. Like the house nigga is more favor. Like I'm trying to think of a better way to say it. The house nigga is favored by the master, right?
Okay.
Because, I mean, it's favored by the master, and they have privileges, like they get to sleep in the house, or they get to be in the house. The field nigga is outside,
okay.
So they play a role to protect their role.
And who is like, in this case scenario? Who
I don't know if I'm saying it the right way, but look at it like that.
No, and I'm not arguing with you. I'm just gonna ask you when you in this scenario, like who are you saying is the house nigga? Who's the field? Is the player the house nigga?
The house nigga would be the person that signed up to the league.
Person who decides I even want to play in the NFL knowing
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
See, I wouldn't say that. I would say they the biggest, strongest field niggas.
But I mean, at the same time, it's dudes who not there because they the biggest and strongest. It's dudes who there because they the quickest or whatever. I get what you're saying. I don't know.
Same thing.
Oh yeah. When you put it like that, yeah, you're right.
But is it really
my
that?
Field
because
nigga
if you
is
look
faster
at it,
than your field nigga.
But I disagree with that for this reason. Like I said earlier, the NBA and the NFL, if you go back and look at the early footage when them leagues started, it was all white. So if the case was the owners
No,
just wanted to see black people battle, they would have from the beginning just said, "Hey, make these slaves playing the football or whatever. Let's get black people to play." They have started off saying y'all can't even fucking play. So I disagree that they just want.
I mean, yo, that's what they was doing up until like the '60s. Matter of fact, like the Redskins was the very last team to integrate. So I'm gonna tell you.
You mean what's the new name?
That's an official argument.
The Commanders. You know what I mean?
The Commanders.
Yeah.
Sound like some underwear. Some underwear.
Yo, check it out. So it's like, in DC, it's actually more Cowboys fans than it is Redskins fans. Because all them niggas remember when it's like, yo, you couldn't even play for this team. So it's like, nah, we going with Dallas. You feel me?
And it's a lot of us that's Raiders fans because they was the first team that was like, we don't give a fuck about your color. They had black and Mexican.
Yo, because wasn't the first black coach or wasn't that Arshell?
That's correct.
Yeah, Raiders.
Raiders took all the outlaws, man. That's why they're gonna always get.
Also,
respect.
Tom Flores, the first Latino coach as well, and was for the Raiders, man, and won the Super Bowl. So a lot of people got love for the Raiders.
I didn't even know that
because Al Davis was like, I really don't. I'm sure he saw.
Where are you from? Where are you from? The Bald God.
Man, so I'm from Atlanta, man. Spent a lot of time in the Bay Area in Oakland, man, which is I consider my second home now. But I'm an ATLian, man. That's where I'm at right now.
Oh yeah.
Damn, I forgot Chase was here. Chase is like, man, I thought we supposed to be talking about Papa Pimp. he's like, what kind of conversation is this?
Did you guys see when
some real shit?
He said I don't get no girls, and I posted me and my girl.
What did he say? I bet he didn't reply.
He didn't say nothing.
Papa,
who was that?
He didn't say nothing.
Oh,
it was a few weeks ago. I tagged you guys though. Because y'all know what I look like, so.
Mm-hmm. We can try to tell you ain't got a girl while you sitting there with your damn girl. You know what I'm saying?
I was with a badass Latina chick too, man.
Hey, Naru, go ahead. What you about to say?
Yo, now I don't want to change the subject, but the real question is, how long is it going to take to get a black owner?
That's one part of the lawsuit as well. Yeah,
and I know we should have worked.
Plural owners.
Plural.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So check it. So like Naru, so like a couple weeks back, they was talking about like they might have like they entertained the thought of like 4 expansion teams, whatever. And I'm like, bro, like one of those expansion teams has to be owned by a black person or a black investor group, something like that.
All of them should be. It like
one thing that Stephen A. said that today that I actually agreed with was like, if the owner of the Dolphins gets proved to have solicited Coach Flores to take dives on the game,
he should lose his team.
You got to set a team, bro.
He should be out of here. He should sell the team, and they should get a black owner in there. Because at some point I thought it was like J-Lo, Rodriguez, and a team of them that had owned Miami. I guess they sold it. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But
whoever this guy
hold on, real quick.
Not Light Blaze.
Hold on. Before you go, Light Blaze, habeas corpus. I think you was about to say something earlier.
Oh, I was just gonna slide in a little corny joke, but yeah, we.
Man, hey, feel free to slide them corny jokes in there, bro. We need them. But my bad, Light Blaze.
Hey, Chase. Hey, Chase. You might have posted your girl, but you ain't got no business.
You got no business. My bad, Light Blaze. My bad, bro. I didn't step on you there.
Fat can't kill me with that shit.
Hell yeah.
See that thing ain't making
Now I was gonna say because I'm from Miami, they had because at the time a lot of the fans were mad of Stephen Ross, the owner. Mm-hmm. So they took like I can't think of the percentage, maybe 10%, 5% or something like that. And they were like, okay, we want to bring in some some celebrities, so to kind of up the franchise, kind of get it more youthful and stuff like that. A lot of people don't know. I think Birdman was the first one. He came and said, okay, I bought a whole 10% or 5%, just give you a number. And he was like, I made a call, and I'm still waiting for them to call me back.
They wouldn't even talk to him.
They wouldn't even talk to him. But I think it's Pitbull, it's Serena and Venus, Mark Anthony and J-Lo and Black Eyed Peas, What I Am. And I think they
all owners right now.
A small percentage, right? Like, kind of like what JD did with Brooklyn Nets. Right.
Check. Can I defend the NFL for a quick minute?
Yeah, please. Play devil's advocate, man.
On two different points. First point, do you want Baby owning the team?
Oh
yes. Hold on. To play devil's advocate. Hold on. We talking about a percentage. We're not talking about all out.
We're talking about contracts.
We talking about hold on. Stop. Hold on. We talking about a percentage of ownership.
You got a contract with
Contracts
Universal, why not?
are handled by general managers. Hold on. Let's talk facts. We're gonna talk. Let's talk. I do want to live in an America, right, where a person like Baby. Now, do you want Baby being the majority owner of your team? Hell no, right? All the controversy. They're gonna be pulling.
See, that's what I was thinking about it.
But minority owner, why can't I own 6%? I'm willing to put the money up for a team. I should have the right, you know what I'm saying? Okay, what I did in my past, I've shown I'm a legitimate businessman. I've shown I could make fucking $500,000. I've shown I could make $500 million. What are we talking about here?
He got legit contracts with Universal.
What makes me different than Jerry Jones?
On the businessman level, you can't hate on him.
What makes me different from Jerry Jones, who Pops gave him some money to get some oil money? I fucking went out and got mine. Okay, I have a rough past. I'm a legit businessman now. I can
you keep saying legit businessman.
Yeah. he don't pay.
But Baby's a bad example. Baby's a bad example. But I'm sure there's other black owners.
I know.
You think he was a millionaire by 16?
Nah.
Hell no.
That's what he be saying.
He be capping.
All I'm saying is a lot of players on that team would have recontracting issues.
Exactly.
Exactly. No, you ain't wrong. I ain't finna defend Birdman.
He ain't gonna pay.
I ain't defend Birdman, family.
But if he only owns 10%, if he only owns like less than 10 or 5%, he's not really gonna affect the contracts like that. He's more of a stage or a stooge type of person.
Hey,
like,
can I ask
just propping him up.
Can I ask the bigger question? You made a good point, no comment. While we talking about you, like you said, would you want Birdman on the team? But the real question we gotta ask whenever this story come out, I don't expect Oprah to buy a team or Denzel to buy a team, but those people who we consider the faces of the community who are like above, reproach how you talk about Birdman, there's no reason those people couldn't have put 10% together. So I'm saying.
Now hold on. Go ahead. Let me interject.
Tyler Perry.
Let me interject. That was my.
Ain't nobody trying to root for the Medias.
But yo, that was my second point. My second point is there's no reason why all this time has passed and we've got all these multi-millionaire black people that haven't come together and purchased their own team. Now, some of that, yeah. And some of that, I know some of that lies on the NFL not allowing the purchase to go through.
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably the same reason we can't get distribution, though.
Right.
Speak on that.
I mean, think about it. Like, because all these millionaires that we've had in the entertainment industry and music, and all these CEOs, and then the one time they try to come together, you know what I'm saying? The Fed show up. So think about if you got some black people trying to pool their money together to buy a team. I mean, it's happened. You know
of
what I'm saying?
Of course it's happened before. You feel
Bob
me?
Johnson bought the Bobcats. You know what I'm saying? So they'll let you got to sneak your way in. But shit, I think there might be a bigger stage that's preventing it.
No, there definitely is. Because if we got this idea now, right? And it's like we're not even in the same tax bracket as an Oprah, as a Denzel, as a Michael Jordan, anybody else. You know that they had this same idea decades ago. You feel me?
Right.
There was obstruction.
Yeah, so it's not lack of effort, y'all saying. Y'all saying this shit has been tried and done, and it's probably they did the same thing they did to Birdman, regardless of who was making the call, whether it was a.
Bro, it's a good old boys club that they not just going to give up easy.
It's the Jews.
They hit you with the Sam Cooke. You want your masters?
Hey, Chase, what you say? Hey, Sam Cooke was
Jews.
I ain't gonna say that.
Say that again. I can hear you.
He said it's the Jews.
He could say that.
I don't believe that.
Let's not fuck with the Jews. I don't think so.
Oh, with the music.
I don't think so.
I mean, they are the executives, but I mean, in the end of the day, like. Let me
you about
ask
to get your show cut off.
Right. Nah. I got hey, shout out to the
Chase the agent. He trying to get us shut down.
It ain't nothing. No, that's the type of comment. They ain't gonna shut the show. This one of them things where when the nigga gets success in 5 years, they be like, "Oh, we found where he was hating on the."
We
gotta cancel this motherfucker. So I do not. Agreed.
Anti-Semitic.
All right, Nick Cannon.
I got a question for y'all that's a little less heavy, a little lighter topic, but it is like a real question though, hip hop related. Shout out to Ronnie who don't let me post my threads of hip hop, even though we be talking about hip hop and you be posting other bullshit in hip hop. So shout out to your bitch ass nigga. Fuck you.
Hey, something's up with that though.
Hey, I got banned for posting the hip hop lyrics. Remember I told you about that shit? I told you about that.
Tell me about that, man. They some hoes, man. So, but I gotta ask y'all, man. Is Versus played out?
Nah.
Who?
I don't think so.
The Versus battles. If it's not played out, who are you looking forward to see? Even if it's not really scheduled, if you just could choose, who are you looking forward to seeing in a Versus battle?
Give me Mystical versus Juvenile.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay,
that's a good one. Yeah.
Mystical versus Juvenile. We need to put that one out there. That's a good one right there. Ooh, No Limit Cash Money in general.
I was gonna say, well, that's good because Cash Money and No Limit. But I was thinking Juvenile and Trick Daddy.
Juvenile and Trick Daddy.
Man,
Juvenile killed that.
But I think. Yeah. But to answer your question, I think they shot their load too early. But it's like at this point, you can't. As far as hip hop, you can't go higher than J and I. I mean, who can you really have that?
They already had J and Nas on Versus.
No.
They went too high already. So it's like, who else can we have? You can't have two lower than what you already had. You know what I mean?
Jay ain't doing that shit.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, of course.
It's played out already. Because like who can? Yeah, and Jay-Z don't do nothing. Like he ain't gonna do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be honest. He don't even seem like he enjoy rap no more. Like he ain't finna rap.
But who can they really have at this point? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna really get the interest of the people.
Oh, I can
pretty much. You don't see.
It's just
I think it's played out.
Oh man.
I think people are still tuning in.
I don't think it's played out. I think they need to
shout out to my nigga G.
I think they need to revamp it.
Nah, bro, what you say?
I think they need to revamp it.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying?
Have they done like producers?
That's
how it started.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, producers exactly how it started.
Producer battles would be dope.
What
you mean? They would be dope. That's how it started.
They did Swiss and Timberland. That's kind of what set it up.
What you saying, Fat Kid?
Producers and DJs. It should be producers and DJs.
Yeah. I think that would be dope right now because I can think of a lot.
But they got to do something different.
Right
now.
Well, I also think. What say again, Fat Kid?
I said right now, it's just like we're listening to the older songs. They need to make it more like exciting. Like it could be like a hype man battle or a DJ battle or a producer battle. Just something different.
Yeah.
I don't think places would go.
What you say? No comment.
I don't think that they should hype it up more. Mm-hmm. I think they should slow it down more. I say that. What I mean is, I think they should have it where it's more structured, where you have like there's so many different genres of music that we all fuck with, right? They should do it by genre. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't just be hip hop. It's a versus. You know what I'm saying? It's versus. So I think it should be more structured to where you have some R&B, you have some neo soul, maybe some, you know what I'm saying, some hip hop. You know what I'm saying, but more structured and slow it down.
Shout out to the Anthony Hamilton.
More of an audience.
Yeah, shout out to Jose who just pulled up, man. Appreciate you joining us.
Gospel.
And yeah, because what? Because the next one's supposed to be Anthony Hamilton versus music, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that shit.
Yeah, so what's going down in somebody's house?
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
I go.
Shout out to Jose. Shout out to G who just pulled up. I don't know if you was about to say something, Chase.
I was just thinking like as far as what he said is slowing it down. Like you could do different regions. Like do best of Houston and do like one I was thinking was for Mega and Nature.
That'd be hard.
Yeah, but that's the type of stuff they should have did earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not going to get views like that.
That's not going to get a lot of views.
You know what another thing they could do that I thought about?
Go ahead.
Oh, another thing they could do with this, have it where, like before versus, they do like maybe during it, or probably before, like a Q&A with the like crowd. You know, if it's like live, asking questions on like, yo, So
why y'all niggas trash?
Get your ass booted out, bro.
You don't want to let the crowd ask nothing in no 2022. They be straight trolling.
So they can do straight record labels. Earlier, No Limit versus Cash Money or Bad Boy versus labels.
Cash Money versus No Limit needs to fucking happen, dude. Needs to.
I was about to say, I think all the shit we want to see, it never gonna happen.
Yeah. Hey, hold
That's
on,
the
real
thing.
quick.
Yeah, too much history between.
Real quick. Jose, where you at, family? Where you representing, man? If you got a mic, Jose, where you at?
Pennsylvania, dude.
Why y'all niggas PA, man? Shout out to PA, man. Appreciate you pulling up, man, joining us, man.
You don't want to let the crowd ask nothing in no 2022. They be straight trolling.
Hey, I can hear the stream in the back.
All right, nigga, somebody streamed still in 2021.
But you know what, man? We got a lot of motherfuckers in here. PA, we got Miami, we got fucking Michigan, we got New York, we got specifically Harlem. What we got? Is Anna in Brooklyn? Megawatts, you from the Bronx?
From Brooklyn.
Somebody represent the Bronx. I can't remember, man. We had a lot.
Hey, dude, I'm PA, man. PA.
Shout out to PA.
What part of PA? What part of PA?
Joining us, man.
Yes, sir.
You gotta turn the stream down, Jose, or it's gonna be like causing a noise or whatever. Fat Kid, where you at?
Well, I'm at.
Where you representing, man?
I mean, I'm from New Orleans.
Okay, shout out to the NO. You know we hate y'all in Atlanta, but shout out to Fat Kid. But we got love though, man. But it's we bridging gaps right here, man. Cause me and Fat Kid, man, we cool, man. So now I already know it's somebody I can say that I fucks with that's out there in the NO, man. So shout out to that. Shout out to that.
NO night. I heard they doing the Essence this year, man. I just found out today.
Oh, thick facts, man.
Nah, bro, we're Big Papa Pimp, yo.
Hey, y'all boyfriend to pull up or what, man? You know what I'm saying?
That nigga's not.
I think we might have a troll, man. I might be wrong. If not, man.
Yeah, I think he might. Maybe.
Hold on. I'm talking about right now. Hold on. We gonna see. I think I remember this cat, man. What up, man?
What's that dude with the music?
We'll see. If not, hold on. Shout out to you, Dan. Appreciate you for pulling up, family.
Yeah, that was the same nigga.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was. MVT, man. You been in the pod before, bro?
Got troll better than that.
Nah, I don't think he trolling. What's good, MVT? If you got a mic, what's good, man? Should let us know where you from.
We're waiting.
Yeah, speak up, bro.
You typing
he said hello.
Waiting.
Okay, cool, man. He said hello. Yeah. What's good, man?
What up? Yo, where you from?
No comment.
Hey, niggas, y'all niggas on go, man.
What neighborhood you from, homie?
Hey, y'all niggas on go right now, man. Like, hey, what you represent, homie? What you doing around here?
Where your grandmama stay?
Who you, low?
Come up here. You better check in. Hey,
Speaking of check in, I've been seeing ads for a concert in Detroit with Gucci, Jeezy, and Rick Ross. And last time Rick Ross came was when he got turned away.
Yeah. Wait, what happened now?
Remember when Rick Ross got turned around by Trick Daddy? He was trying to pull up.
Oh,
Trick. Yeah, I said Trick Daddy. Yeah, Trick.
Trick.
So he must have
locked
checked
down the
in.
stadium.
He must have checked in because he's coming back.
I think Ross been back to the city since then, hasn't?
You better get checked in, ho.
Hasn't Ross been back to the city since then?
No, I think he might have came back once. I don't know if he did or not.
No, and I'm gonna keep it 100%. And maybe I'm wrong. Light and Blaze, maybe you could speak on Rick Ross for us, but I'm pretty sure he's the type of nigga who won't check in, and he just hope niggas forgot and just go back.
They didn't forget.
He's just gonna be like, man, I'm just gonna pull up on your city. Let me know, Light Blaze, if I'm wrong, man. It's
No, you're right.
That's some old shit.
You're right. You're right. Now I don't know if y'all remember he got his Rolls Royce shot up.
I remember that.
I do remember that.
That was a couple years back.
Yeah, that's what made him go to Atlanta, and that's when he got the crib out in Atlanta because he kept moving, going north and north and north, and it's like nah, because he was getting extorted by the Haitians, Zopan. But then when you get on record, you talking about I'm the boss of the city. I don't see, you know what I'm saying? The Zopan work for me and this and that. And they're like, okay, we'll show you who works for who. And they shot up his car. You know, they could have killed him. You know what I'm saying? But
You
it was
think
like a
they was
warning.
trying to kill him and they just was some bad aim, you know, which happens a lot in the streets, or do you think that was literally?
Nah,
they would have got him.
I think them niggas know how to kill you if they want to kill you.
Yeah.
I think if Zoe wants you dead, you dead.
Yup. Them niggas don't miss.
Especially in Miami.
Them last two niggas, I kicked them out because they ain't say nothing. They both had funny names, and so
you already knew what it was.
So hold on,
Funny
anybody?
But
But tonight I ain't hate no niggas. But if you go join, man, you gonna have to mic up, man, and say like, "Yo, where the fuck you from? Represent your shit, nigga. At least say where you from. You ain't got to join the conversation or nothing. But niggas can't be up in the room, don't even get on mic and say they fucking name or where you from. Nigga.
Yo, homie, where you from?
Hell yeah, where you from? Just say your name and then cool. You know what I'm saying? But
yo, who young with be?
You ain't finna be a wallflower, nigga. You gotta speak up, man. Otherwise, I'm gonna think you the feds, man. I gotta. You know what up, P? What's good, P? Man, appreciate you joining us, bro. Where you from?
Albuquerque.
Who said Albuquerque?
Hello, boy. Come here, boy.
you may change your name and shit.
You can't get me, boy.
Hey, that CSID.
You gotta try harder.
That was CSID was the
That's
same.
the one that played the
was the
music.
same one that had that little Chinese video that popped up.
Yup.
I don't know if you
The same
remember.
person.
And, you gotta try harder, bro. Like, come on, you
Yeah,
gotta
that's
do better, man. At least come in with something.
Whoever that
like,
was named Paul, though.
Come on, man.
Like, yo, that was corny. Like, nigga, I'm saying?
That's Paul, yo. That one cat, right? Habeas Corpus,
CSID.
right? Paul, right? The troll.
Nah. Yeah, he was trolling.
Damn.
Hey, question: y'all ever did speed dating?
Nah.
No.
Yeah.
Have you?
They have it in
It's real.
They have it in my city this week, and I was just I don't know. I was thinking about
Go for it, bro. Shoot your
Yeah,
shot,
that
man.
nigga go.
Yeah, why not?
Report back.
Look,
Yo,
this,
what's up with
I
it?
think about a 40-year-old virgin.
say that again. Hold on. My bad. Aesop, say that again, bro.
Think about 40-year-old virgin.
Y'all know. Habeas corpus. On real shit, look, I never did speed date, but I do know this, brother. You know why you should go? Because the same way that you think about going, any woman that's like, that goes,
Oh, she's with it.
man, she looks, she ready. So you just gotta go play your part. And look, you ain't even got to flex like no dude should do anyway. But you already got a story. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But shit, if you know she's going to speed dating that you know she already crazy as hell. You be already know.
but right now your goal is short term. No, short term goal.
Facts. Hey, already got a button up in the closet. You know what I mean? Pop the tags on it.
Yo, man, just hit up Walmart, dude. Stop playing.
Hey, look,
What you say,
Hit
Joe?
up Walmart, yo.
Hey, y'all, look.
I ain't got no business. That's my only concern. I ain't got no business.
Hey, y'all.
We're gonna get into that though. So, y'all met that thread from a couple days ago with it showed the video of Buster Rhymes in Germany.
Oh, the pause video. We need the SAS Mike's. We need the Stephen A. Smith Mike Wilbon gift for that one, bro.
Wait, what happened?
Bruh, I don't want to actually play it. It's a really gay video of Busta Rhymes like stripping in front of a Germany crowd. I was finna go on YouTube and like share the screen. And I was like, nah, I really don't actually want to see that again.
We've seen that shit.
Every time I think of Buster, I think of when he was banging his head on the stage and he fell off.
I remember that. That's amazing. Yeah.
The cigar like Looney Tune with the cigar in his mouth.
Mute the ambulance. Call the ambulance. You good. You know what though? I'm gonna say this about Buster, man. I was watching the scenario video the other day. No, that's a lie.
No.
I was watching them do scenario on Arsenio Hall, right? And like back then, y'all know, obviously, of course, no comment, no, but all y'all niggas know, megawatts, everybody, you know what I'm saying? But back then, the style of rap, you know, the way they rapping with the arms and shit, and the knees coming up every, you know what I'm saying, bar or whatever. Yo, when I, right?
Niggas is
And
doing
so
top bow
the
rapping.
energy was already crazy, right? Everybody had bars, you know what I'm saying, except for Charlie Brown. I don't really like that nigga verse on that song, man. But everybody else had bars. And but the thing is, bro, Busta Rhymes, like, that nigga didn't have to say like I'm gonna be a star. Like if you watch them performances, them old performances, like that nigga was the star. Like that nigga stole the show. Even in a show where everybody energy was on 10, he still came through on 11. He still came through with the hat and the inside out hat and the whole shit. And I was like, man, that nigga Busta Rhymes was a superstar. I respect the fuck out of Busta Rhymes, man.
Hey, what they say, stars ain't made, they born.
Man, he had that shit, bro. Like Busta, you know what I mean?
Q-Tip said that. Q-Tip said
that video is still comedy.
Feel his energy. You can feel his energy.
My bad.
He just knew first had it.
Say that again, bro. Say that again.
Q-Tip said the same thing. Like, you just know, because, he was part of what was the leaders of the no school. He's like, you just know that, he had it. He's like, you just know Busta wasn't going to stay there too long. He was going to move on and, go on to bigger things, because like you say, you can always just tell the stars, so you just know the people who just got it. My man's in there, he got it. He was knowing the blame niggas, like, yo, my man's, he just going to go, he only going to reach so far, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And there's some people who's going to go further, but yeah.
And Busta Rhymes, he should be like, really? I mean, this is my opinion, but he should be one of them rap cats that, like, he should be revered. Like, he comes somewhere, niggas shouldn't ever be like, oh, he ain't dropped no hit last year. Like, Busta Rhymes, man, he had a good run, too, man. Like, and his songs... go ahead, bro. Mm-hmm.
Yo, and he a real dude. Like, every time I bumped into Busta, he told me some real shit.
Yeah.
Like, some real shit. Like, one time I met him when I was rapping, because I used to rap when I was younger. And this is the advice he told me. He said, you want to say every verse like somebody got a gun in your head and it's the last verse you ever going to be able to say. That's one piece of advice he gave me. Yeah. And another time I seen him, this is the advice he gave me. Mutual funds, stocks and bonds.
Yeah.
Every time I seen him, he said some real shit to me.
Yo, that's dope, bro.
Real cool.
Diversified. Busta legend, man. So.
Busta legend, but he also did some Buster shit too, man.
What's that? What's
that? Like, yo, come on, man. Like, what? We ain't here talking about him because of what he did in Germany. We didn't come up talking about how he was.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna tell you what I think, man. I think that video. I think them niggas had went to Germany, right? And what happened was they had been used to whatever, like or Molly pills they was taking in America or whatever, and then they probably got like the hardcore German shit that day. They was super bugging hard, nigga, because they was all in their drawers, and they wore the same drawers, so it was planned.
You left out a part. You left out a part.
Like the high man say, "Take it off."
I ain't get that part video.
Hold on, my bad. Light and Blaze, man. My bad. Let the man speak, man.
No. I was just saying you left out a part when he had the big brother black dude come out there, shirt off, and he got the mic to the man's nipples, and he's like this playing with the man's nipple with the beat. I was like,
I didn't even see that part.
That's the only part I saw.
Yeah, they was rolling.
First of all, shout out to Hurt Mathis for pulling up, man. We appreciate you. I know he on the troll, man. Real niggas, man. But man, that was the gayest video ever.
Show me shit.
I don't know about that one, man. But I'm gonna let it.
This shit had me dying laughing.
Man, that's like the Shaq where he do
the icy hot commercial.
Man, I love Shaq, man. Shaq is forever. The Shaq is like a living legend. For real. Hold on, look. If you took the name away and I didn't tell you it was Shaq, and I was like, yo, man, I know this dude. He was like one of the biggest NBA players ever. He won all these championships. He did movies. You know what I'm saying? He was a sheriff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has TV shows. Like, Shaq is.
I'll be like, yo, nigga, you clearly talking about Luke Walton.
He's a trained fighter too.
Trained fighter. Like, the list go on. Man, he owned the Krispy Kreme down on East Ponce out here in Atlanta. You know, he's a co-owner of Papa John's. Like, man, it's just like, dude's done everything. He's at every fucking commercial on TV. You can't even watch basketball.
I would not want to fight that dude.
Why?
Not at all. Not at all.
I'll fight Shaq, man. I'll go ahead.
Stick and move. He's too big.
He ain't with the shit.
Being sick right now.
Prime Shaq? I don't want no Prime Shaq, but right now, that nigga in the stomach all day.
Yeah, Orlando Shaq. I don't think anybody messing with him.
Yo, you heard what he said? He said he hitting him in his stomach all day.
Yo, I heard that nonsense. I heard that nonsense.
Shaq's slow, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Even now, man, I want the
Shaq, if you're watching this podcast,
I'm barely like 175.
I want all the smoke, Shaq. What's good, man? Pull up.
Yeah, all right.
Nah, I don't mean that. He'd be like, yo, I saw you talking about on the podcast. Niggas talking about, and if they want to fight me, then I wouldn't be able to help Chuck. Tell him, Chuck.
He trained for like 10 years.
He probably still ass, but I mean, just his raw ability and, will crush you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think his fist about the size of your face.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And if that nigga catch you one of them wind up punches, niggas, lights out.
Chuck, tell him, Chuck. They think I'm playing, Chuck. Ernie, I think that he will beat your ass.
All right. Matter of fact, now hold on. All right, so so like Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson. You feel me? Like that's it's that kind of battle.
Wasn't Shaq supposed to fight?
Bruce will take Tyson. I think Bruce Lee will take Tyson out.
You think Bruce Lee? Y'all don't know, bro.
First of all, how did Bruce Lee die? How did Bruce Lee die?
He got poisoned.
So you think that nigga died from poison, but he gonna survive Mike Tyson? Fuck that shit, bro. I'm taking Mike Tyson.
And they had the poison. That's how bad of a man he was. They had to poison him and take him out.
Mike Tyson would have beat the poison ass, bro.
Listen,
Mike Tyson got beat up by who? Man, Lennox Lewis whooped him.
He's talking about out of his prime,
He got beat up by Robin Givens.
Come on now.
Nigga said he got beat up by Robin Givens.
Buster Douglas, my nigga Buster Douglas.
What happened?
Come on now. Come on. That's the only downfall of Buster Douglas is he had a sorry nigga's name, so people think he was a bad boxer. He was a great Ant will school niggas on boxing, and he'll probably certify them. Buster Douglas was a great boxer, but his name make people think he was a buster.
It wasn't his name. It was his work ethic.
I mean, literally his name for casuals and people who don't watch the sport. They hear the name Buster Douglas and think, oh.
Nah, that nigga B. Tyson got that money. He was like, yo, I'm done.
Nah, the only Buster I remember from back then was Buster Brown, and that wasn't a good look.
I remember him. I remember Buster Rhymes. That's it.
He beat Mike because his mom died. That is why.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
What you say? What happened?
He beat Mike because his mom's passed away not too long before the fight, and he was.
And Mike got beat by Robin Givens.
Man, Mike got everybody get Mike every book. Every time
he was determined.
He just lost, man. Mike wasn't ready. Like,
he wasn't ready.
No matter what Floyd going through, no matter what Floyd had going on, Floyd always stepped in the ring prepared to die, and he be giving it to them. You can't never let nothing take you outside. But this. If you're a warrior, I don't care what's going on at home. I'm gonna be a warrior.
That attitude, man.
I feel like
that nigga sound like a rap intro, nigga.
I like that shit.
I feel like heavyweight might be different though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you've seen heavyweights come and knock out a nigga with one punch, and you like, this guy ain't even deserve to be in the ring. But he just do that. You know what I mean? So that heavyweight level is a little different.
I guess you said the same.
We talk about what I mean.
How Rockman had Dead Lewis. How you say, heavyweight, you just that one punch. Because, Lewis was playing for Rockman. And Rockman came and rocked this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, look at Butterbean. How does Butterbean even have a career? You know what I'm saying? Like, he worked every day of his life, but he was a heavyweight.
He's knocking motherfuckers out, too.
Yeah.
But let's be serious. It's Bruce Lee, dog. And I love Mike Tyson.
I love Mike Tyson. Me, man. Y'all underestimate this nigga, man. Y'all underestimate Mike Tyson, bro.
If Tyson catch Bruce with one of them punches full force, Bruce Lee is in the shadow realm, nigga.
Are you gonna catch Bruce though?
Are we talking about prime Tyson, or y'all talking about the Tyson that was?
I'm talking about prime Tyson.
Are we talking about Customato? We talking about Customato Tyson?
That's
prime Tyson, prime Bruce Lee.
I'm taking Mike Tyson, and I'm not even capping.
Taking prime Bruce Lee. I'm taking prime Bruce. I'm sorry.
I might have to go with
Tyson.
I had to go with Bruce.
Y'all lost in the sauce, man. I'm going off the.
That nigga Bruce just like, man, come on, man. The 30 to all the types of deaths moves he got, the death moves he got in there.
That shit ain't worked. That nigga when they was slipping that shit in his teeth.
Don't do that.
Should have blocked that motherfucker.
The person who's giving you tea is somebody you're supposed to trust, so that's different, man. You know what I mean? That's an inside job.
No,
Have you seen Bruce Lee fight?
Yeah, I've seen it, man, and I've seen Tyson.
Not movies.
Look,
not movies. Have you seen Bruce fight?
You know what y'all underestimate?
Nah, I've seen it.
I've seen the video. It's on YouTube. You go on YouTube and see the nigga fight, man. But hold on.
Bruce a bad motherfucker, B.
But Tyson, in his prime, we talking about a nigga who, like, I'm talking about when you, and we've seen this in real life, not just Mike Tyson, bro. We all know niggas, and we even been there in that moment at times with that look in the nigga eyes where it's like, bro, I'm about to go through you. There's nothing about to stop me right now. I'm about to go through you, bro. That was Tyson.
Bruce don't go through shit.
Nah,
Bruce
Tyson.
With what? With the
I love this debate. I love this debate.
Nah, yo, hold on.
Shout out Flav, man.
Hold on. My
Flav,
question is this: like, yo, like, what can Bruce hit you with that's going to match anything forcefully? That's a uppercut from Mike Tyson.
And you assume you're gonna hit Mike Tyson.
First of all,
I feel like you gotta
Tyson
hit him,
even gonna be able to hit? Is Tyson even gonna be able to hit Bruce Lee?
That's the question I'm asking y'all. Can Bruce Lee hit Tyson?
Yes, what? Yes, no doubt, man.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Niggas disrespecting Prime Mike.
Y'all disrespecting the human Pitbull, man.
I fuck with Mike. I'm from Brooklyn, but it's a different story, man.
Mike Tyson will fuck you up, bro. I'm telling you.
Bruce, if Mike Tyson, Mike Tyson was walking down a dark Brooklyn alley in the 80s and saw Bruce Lee coming towards him, he would cross the street.
Bruce Lee would cross the fucking street, not because he's a
Spectacular. I do not believe that.
Nigga, please.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
in the 80s? Nah.
He said, like, you said if Mike Tyson was just regular Mike Tyson, he see Bruce Lee as like, this Bruce Lee, the martial artist. He gonna cross the street if he see Bruce Lee, the martial artist.
Oh man.
I'm saying he does not want any smoke with Bruce Lee. It's Bruce Lee, nigga.
Y'all not giving Bruce Lee enough, bro. Y'all need to put
Where you are right now?
Bro, I swear to God, I hope Mike Tyson watching this shit. This nigga gonna beat your ass when he see this shit, man.
Mike Tyson will come on and be like, that's Bruce Lee.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not even saying Tyson gonna sleep. I'm like, yo, Mike could definitely have to work for it. I got that nigga coming out victorious overall.
Like Blaze, man. What you was gonna say?
Now we're gonna say I remember saying I don't know where it was, but back in the day in his prime, they said taking a punch from Mike Tyson straight up is like getting hit in the face with a baseball going 120 miles per hour.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm like, yo, like
that's why I gotta go with Mike.
That's why I'm like, yo, like what can come from Bruce Lee that's gonna match that force?
He hit you with them little 120-pound kicks.
Hold on.
I feel like they
disrespecting
you know that one.
Bruce.
You know that one.
Man, see the thing with Bruce Lee is that he bringing so much force and he's so small though. That's the thing. You gotta expect.
Like you know that one footage of Ali where he just dipping all the punches. He in the corner just doing all that and nigga trying. I feel like that's what Bruce would be on. Like
yeah, I feel it'd be the other way around.
I feel like Bruce would just be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like one punch, like one punch man type shit.
Yo, who's seen Bruce Lee demonstrate his 1-inch punch?
I know that video.
I saw it. Yeah.
You know what I think?
So we taking that whole question of the force that's coming from his punches. We taking that out the whole equation.
You know what I see?
So basically, what you're saying is Bruce Lee's undefeated. Nobody ever beat Bruce Lee.
Listen,
I'm not saying that.
The nigga that broke his back
Mike
beat him.
Tyson.
He came back.
Wait. Tell me if I'm capping. Hold on. Look, tell me if I'm capping though. We seen niggas promote a fight for 6 months. We seen niggas spend millions on promotion. We seen motherfuckers spend fucking days and weeks and hours setting up the fucking ring and the routine and get everybody and sell fucking tickets to thousands of fans to fill up MGM, whatever it is, where they bought, you know what I'm saying? We seen them go through all this. It's 6 months of preparation. Everybody, you spend fucking 2 hours getting dressed, an hour in traffic, 30 minutes going through the fucking barricades, you know what I'm saying? 20 minutes getting to your seat, 15 minutes to get a fucking beer. For that motherfucker to be over in 15 seconds, dog.
Yeah.
I think
that's Mike fucking Tyson, bro. That's Mike Tyson.
It would have been like that for Bruce too, but Bruce ain't had no Don King, my nigga.
Bam! I was just getting my beer. I missed the whole fight. I just paid $8,000 for the seat.
Right. I wore this chinchilla for nothing.
I just was getting. I was still getting checked in when Mike Tyson knocked that nigga out. Now I gotta go back to my car while the valet's. My car is still out here out front. The valet just gave me your keys back. The valet's just like, my bad, you was late. You thought you was gonna sneak in the second round. That happened to like thousands of motherfuckers. Imagine that
first
shit.
round knockout.
Nah, you right though, because like Mike had niggas complaining about the price of pay per view because he was like, why am I paying for it?
$99. Everybody at my house in the neighborhood that came over, I done made
niggas used to be in my crib with that shit, man. The HBO was the only channel. What? I remember that when I was a little kid. Like niggas used to be in the crib
remember that.
watching Tyson. Like we had the little push button. You hit that shit, shit go to HBO or pay per view or whatever. Like niggas talking big shit about Tyson. The fight be over in like 10, 15 minutes.
You'd be like, well, that
like
15
not
minutes.
even 10 minutes.
No,
I remember going to the bathroom, coming back, and niggas being like, the fight is over.
You missed that.
Nah, the fight be more hype. The fight will be more hype than actual fight. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit was crazy, man.
I mean, imagine that, man. Imagine that, bro. It's like they hype that shit longer than the Super Bowl or the NBA Finals, and the NBA Finals last for fucking 7 games. You know what I'm saying? And even the Super Bowl is a 3-hour long event.
Oh, nigga, hold on. Speaking of Super Bowl, Roger Goodell got something for all y'all niggas. You know what I mean? You want to file some lawsuits? You want to file some lawsuits? Nigga, kiss this halftime show.
You niggas will be playing football in Pelican Bay.
You feel me? I hope y'all niggas ready for 30 minutes of Eminem at halftime because Dr. Dre and Snoop is done.
Hell no.
Put cases on all you bitches.
This bitch straight up.
You do this to me?
This to me?
Hey, y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got your family was good, hurt.
Oh man, cooler, man. No, man. Yeah, that whole lawsuit thing crazy, man. Like it's gonna be interesting to see how this thing turn out. Unfortunately, old boy, man, finna lose his whole career behind him, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's all right.
Yeah, you came in. We had a whole discussion about that earlier. I don't mind if niggas touch on it again. I don't mind.
Man, my bad.
Nah,
definitely touch on it.
Think about it. Like he had a good track record. Like he literally turned around the reputation of Miami. Had 2 winning seasons, and they fired him. Like he was already on the edge of whether he was going to get another job or not. Who knows? But I respect him for what he's doing right now.
I do too. I stand with Brian Flores, man. Shout out to Brian Flores, man.
I definitely stand with him too, man. I definitely stand with him too. I don't know if y'all peeped it, but like every time like Pittsburgh Steelers team like be a little shaky, the media start saying stuff like could his time be up or is he on the hot seat?
Tomlin.
Yeah. Like every time it looks shaky, but Holmes always persevere, come through and have a winning season every year.
Every year.
And
every year.
And I think we all know about like the race car, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of us, black men, whatever, black people, I think a lot of times, even when you kind of think something might be racist, for real, we don't be quick to say some shit is racist or because we're black, because we know motherfuckers gonna be quick to say we playing the race card or we don't, and we don't like playing the card. We be thinking, man, maybe it ain't. We like to talk ourselves out of that shit sometimes. We'll be like, man, maybe it ain't because I'm black. Maybe that nigga just think I'm an ass. But for him, I believe, you know what I'm saying, for him to say that, it's like, man, I think he knows. It's bold for him to come out and say that because he knows
you absolutely right, bro. It's like, I wish you could say it again for the niggas in the back who ain't hear you. Like, niggas don't be trying to play the race card. Like niggas don't be trying to say racism. Like, yo, if you saying that, then it's like, all right, man, it's undeniable. You see what I'm saying?
No, it's like we already know what it is. We already know what it is, so we ain't gonna call on it. But when it gets egregious, when it gets like, yo, this is ridiculous. Now it's like, all right, I gotta pull.
I gotta say
That's
something.
why I'm like, I respect it.
I got it.
And we'll go to, we'll go to one another. Like you said, we won't go out. Like if we at the workplace, we won't be like, yo, this is racist. Then we'll go back, with the homie and be like, yo, look at this racist shit that happened at the job.
Exactly.
That's what we do. Exactly. We'll keep it ourselves, and then we'll talk about it. Then the homie be like, "Yeah,
that's correct."
That text message from Bill Belichick though, that's real.
Congrats though, homie. He's like, "Yo, good job on that job." Oh, my bad, that wasn't even you. And
that's real.
Your interviews in 3 days, but good thing they already hired a coach, nigga.
Yeah,
that's real incriminating. You can't rebound from that.
Can't come back from that one, man.
Hey, what if Belichick did it? Just him saying, get the Dolphins out the division again.
As a Raiders fan, they fired my fucking coach for emails. Fuck your coach, nigga. Belichick need to go too. Nigga, they fired Gruden for emails, nigga. Them emails was weak as fuck. They wasn't racist or nothing, man. I read them emails.
Hey, man, you got Josh McDaniels, man. Smile over there. He can come over there and
Oh,
start
man.
Patriot way, man.
I wanted Harbaugh, man, honestly.
He gonna cheat the Patriot way, man. He start filming everybody.
Right.
Yeah, the cheat way, man. I hate the Patriots, man.
Nigga, the Patriots is feds, nigga. They take
but yo, let me say something though. The implication with Bill Belichick is real important because if you think about it, a lot of coaches come from the quote unquote the Bill Belichick tree.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, it's like he's setting the pecking order. Like, yo, you got to come through me first, and then once you come through me, you get your experience, then you liable to get a job anywhere else. So it kind of starts with him as far as who he's going to let onto his coaching staff. And so if he's not picking up a black dude, then you're never going to be anything in the league.
Yo, can I ask everybody this?
That's a good point,
The
bro.
Giants have hired a new coach, right? And they haven't announced it to anybody because they still have interviews like with Brian Flores in 3 days, right? Okay.
Ooh.
The Patriots are not. Why the fuck does Bill Belichick know?
I'm saying,
that good old boys
everybody
club,
comes
homie.
from his tree. Yeah.
Hold on, what do you mean? I got lost. What do you mean?
So, again, just with the recap, right? Them niggas, Bill Belichick sends Brian Flores a text message saying, "Congratulations on your job. I see you got hired for the Giants." Brian Flores is confused because he's like, "My interview ain't for another 3 days."
Like, what you talking about,
Bill Belichick texts him back like, "Oops, my bad. I meant to text Brian Daboll. That's the guy they actually hired." Right? And so Brian Flores is going, "Oh, so y'all already hired a guy. My interview's in 3 days, so now I see I'm just a token hire." My point is, the Giants...
A token interview.
Even if the Giants have decided on the guy, why the fuck does Bill Belichick know? He's the Patriots coach. So they
how does that nigga know?
Why
You feel
do
me?
you
Like,
know?
how
Why
did
do
he
you
get the
know
information?
before anybody?
It's all in,
it wasn't on
yeah,
ESPN or nothing yet. You see what I'm saying?
He the gatekeeper.
Right.
He one of the gatekeepers. You know, he one of the gatekeepers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's some real... Go ahead.
It could also be they was you know what? Yeah, Good Old Boys Network. But I'm saying he could have been out to dinner with somebody and that shit slipped out.
Mm-hmm.
Or not even it slipped out. They was just talking about this shit.
But you wouldn't text the
Nah,
nigga
man.
congratulations.
Nah.
We talking about the Patriots.
If it's real competition, you're not going to be letting intimate details about your business and what you're going to be doing next year come out like that. Like this shows you that it's beyond that. It's like, yo, it crosses the competition line and it's more about color. That's what this shows you.
Yeah. Hey, but I was gonna say, man, I don't know if y'all recall this or not. You know, Belichick, he was a coordinator with Parcells. You know what I'm saying? With the Giants.
Yeah.
So you know, like, so he's still close, like to that New York Giants tree to an extent. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, that's a good point. Like, I ain't even think about that today. You absolutely right. Like, he
I
do got history
understand
with
that. But everybody comes from the Bill Parcells tree or the Bill Belichick tree. So, like I said, it's a systemic thing. It ain't just like, yo, he's still getting tips and he the New England coach.
Right.
Even if he ain't worked for y'all for years. Like,
no, you're right. You're right. I agree. You know what I'm saying? The funny thing is, your boy Flores was like one of the only coaches that was actually able to whoop Belichick ass.
Yeah. Yep. And again, the season and I remember that season. Look, fuck what he said. Even if we assume, I don't take whatever he say for on face value, right? Fuck what he said.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that year, his first season. They was trading everybody away.
I remember
they
that.
were tanking. They was trading every player of value.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Every good person.
Everybody. And so I can totally believe he went to the GM clearly and said, "We tanking. Get these niggas. Let's see what picks we can get for these people." And I totally believe he went to the coach and was like, "You know what it is. You see what we doing. I need you to lose." And I'm thinking, I'm a black coach. This is my first opportunity. Right, and even if it don't work here, I'm putting, just like the players, I'm putting shit on film for other people to see. I ain't gonna go out here and go 0-16. This will be my last job ever.
Ever. I ain't getting no second chance.
Once you get rid of me, because look, even if the owner was his plan and he tell you to tank, what happens is the public sentiment goes, "You suck as a coach," and it gets so loud the owner can't ignore it, and he still got to can you.
Like Marvin Lewis.
Yup.
See what I'm saying? It gets so
Jim
loud.
Caldwell too.
So you can't say, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, I'm gonna go 0-6. You can't. You won't live, and you a black coach already.
Because
What about
everybody
Hugh-
want to know.
about Hugh Jackson?
Everybody want to know how Marvin Lewis kept that job in Cincinnati for so long.
He had
You know what I'm
blackmail,
saying?
man. Blackmail. Gotta do what you
Hugh
gotta
Jackson,
do.
Nigga had the wife.
Jackson,
He
he was
had
on
to
the
own his
tape.
wife on OnlyFans.
My bad, ASAP. What you said?
He said he was in the tape. He said, the Browns owner. Then he said the Browns owner had paid him a couple, pay him the lows,
Did
pay
he
him
say
the
that?
lows. Then he said he got the receipts. Remember he said, because he said to prove that I'm lying or something.
I believe it.
Nah, he did. Like he tripled down on it because they had him live on Sports Center today. That nigga was back in the back. He was like, yo, I can prove everything that I'm saying. He was like, I don't want to see another black man go through this.
You know what's wild? Like
he had the HBCU.
Who?
He had Grambling, right?
Yeah, Hugh Jackson at the HBCU.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's wild, man. I don't even know. What
But it's crazy that they were. You see that he got hired, but then he got hired to lose. So it's like we're not gonna give a white coach the blemishes. We're gonna hire you, and then we're gonna incentivize you to take a dive so we can get a better draft pick.
And
like,
they would never do that to Sean McVay.
And then a better coach
Sean Payton.
And think
They
about
don't
it,
do
like,
that to him.
and I ain't even making this a race thing. Most coaches get credit when you take lesser talent and still win, like what he did. Right? They go, oh, okay, dang, he did.
He should have never been fired.
Yeah, exactly. Like yo, he turned the team around. Megawatt, you absolutely right. He should never been fired.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Like the biggest cat to me in the NFL was how Tony Dungy got fired and Gruden got the ring, and all of a sudden he's just this super great coach.
It's the same thing with Mark Jackson.
With Dungy's players.
That was the point I was getting to.
Hey y'all, they're mentioned by name in the first page of the lawsuit.
Who
coaches y'all name? Marvin Lewis and Marv Jackson. They're mentioned by name in the first page also. Like they're used as examples of maybe first or second page. I only read 5 pages in. It's so much dirt in the first 5 pages. You don't even gotta read 58 pages, man.
Yeah.
Real shit, man. That whole shit about the owner to offer him $100,000. The owner in the first 5 pages, he said the owner came to him. He said the GM said, "Hey man, Steven Ross is mad at you because you're not going along with the tank." So then Steve come to him and said, "I'll give you $100,000 for every loss you rack up." And he still didn't know what the plan. And then at that point, he was like, they wanted me out pretty much because I wasn't a team player.
Right. The thing about it,
playing ball.
First 5 pages of the document, that I ain't capping. If anybody don't believe me watching this, go look the document up yourself. His lawsuit is 58 pages. The dirt, all the good shit is in the first 5 pages.
Damn.
It all makes you wonder, like, just how long Flores might have been like building all this like up, towards this point.
Right.
So,
man,
well, that's a good point, Rashid. I didn't think about that.
When you work in corporate America, you learn early on. Well, you learn after a few bad experiences. The paper trail is everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
like what that nigga Alonzo saying in training day. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
You can prove, family. That's in corporate America. Like every email, copy myself, say that thing to somewhere. Somebody send you a text or something.
I'm sorry.
It's a dirty game. It's a real dirty. Cause I've been done dirty. It sounds funny until you know what I'm saying. You fired on some bullshit and you be like, man, if I would have kept that email.
Nah, my bad. I mean, I thought I was muted. My bad.
But it's true. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that corporate world is called CYA. Cover your ass, man. Niggas,
exactly.
I was watching crazy shit. Yo, some girl got raped in a virtual world.
Whoa.
Yeah. I didn't watch that, but I was. Is that the gang rape? The gang rape in the virtual world?
Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all gonna be on that Summer Jam screen, man. Telling you.
You know what's also crazy though? Like, okay, you're not like it's like a word, a term you hear on social media, incel.
Yeah. We talking about
I've never heard this fucking word in actual real life.
In real life, because you know why? Because incel. It's really just a new way for them to call niggas lame or a virgin, right? Which I don't know how many niggas is walking around virgins, but what they really call it incel, it's not really in existence like they make it. They call everybody incel. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't realize even ugly niggas get laid. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No, you ain't lying, man. It's all about that time, man. All about that timing, man. Right day, right time, right amount of drink.
Exactly. Steph Curry approach, what I call it. Steph Curry
Bro,
approach.
what we was talking about in the episode, we was talking about game and shit, and I was like, bro, whether I was in shape or whether I was fat, when I had a good job, when I had a bad job, I ain't always had a bad chick, but I ain't never have a problem like getting a chick.
Hey,
never.
Ball guy, did this though. You in Atlanta, bro. One thing about it, man, you get some pussy before you get something to eat.
Big facts.
You understand me?
And if you get Big Shirley, then you get both, nigga. You go there.
I mean, hey, man, it might not be the pussy you want, man, but it's gonna be some pussy. I tell you that much.
I mean, for real. So like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas go. I think they be using incel. I like Chase said. He was like some nigga. Papa Pip was saying you don't get hoes, and he's like he sent a picture. He was with a bad Latina chick. And no problem, Flav. We see you, man. I see your message, bro. But same thing. I've had niggas. I've literally, me and my girl. She seen BX, you know what I'm saying. But she been sitting in my lap, you know what I'm saying. You read a comment, some nigga telling you a virgin, or you don't got a girl because it's a Friday night, and you might have made a comment. It's Friday night, and you won't hear, nigga. You don't get pussy. I'm like, oh, okay. You don't know. I just came up out of something, nigga. I was just bored.
Man, I hate that shit.
Let me ask this though. This is the crazy part. You saying that I'm on here Friday night, you know, but you on here too.
You on here with me. You projecting. You
So that makes it cool,
You projecting. Because I'm like, man, that has nothing to do with it now. If I'm on here 24/7 day and night, okay, but you niggas be predicting. They do that shit on Reddit too. It's like, you're a virgin. If you say anything that's not like in full support of a woman, you're an incel.
Hey, nah. I got
you can't be no woman.
It's more so on the extreme side.
I was gonna say I got one better. Like it's a little different part of the topic, but similar. I don't know if y'all ever like sat around like a bunch of females, let's say about maybe in their mid-20s, maybe early 30s per se, and had like a real nigga conversation with them. And the thing is, if y'all happen to disagree with them, or they gonna call you gay.
That's right.
You're gay for disagreeing.
Or you're a virgin. Some nature that.
The weirdest shit ever to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did we get here? Wait a minute. Like, how did we get here? Because I agree with you.
Kevin Samuels calls that sign language. SIGN. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
what they hit you with. Shame, insults, guilt. If one don't work, they try, like you said, I've seen that where if they having that type of discussion, if you don't come out either and just act like you're not on the side, because the cool nigga approach, if you trying to get laid that night, is just be like, hey, y'all crazy, man. I don't have a side in this debate. You just let them others talk. But if you really be like, well, I don't know, man. I think women should, single mothers should. Maybe they should take some accountability on who they sleep with before they have a kid. You gay, or you know what I'm saying, you must be virgin.
You done talk yourself out of the pussy,
and you definitely ain't getting that. Or if it's
you ain't getting that. Nah, but see, here's the thing. I ain't mean to cut you off, homie. I was gonna say, the thing is with this here, you might not get none from a certain chick. Let's say it's a group of them. My nigga, one of them got that can relate to that real shit. She gonna be like infatuated with it.
Yeah, you're right.
It never fails. You know what I'm saying?
Right. My bad. Somebody was about to say something. No comment. Was it you?
That's how I got married.
Speak on that.
I was in a car with a chick. I was driving this chick home, and it was just like I was saying whatever the fuck I wanted to say, because I was going to never see this chick again. So if I disagree with her, I disagree with her. If I agree with her, I agree with her. But I was saying whatever the fuck I wanted, because I was like, I ain't going to never see this chick again. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
And you
married for 5 years.
And you was 100%, and she knew the real. And you know what's funny? I'm not married. That's how I met. That's not how I met, but that's how me and my girl ended up, because we was just hanging, right? We had met each other in the park. It was during COVID, and we would just be like walking. And you know what's funny? We was talking, and I had some real moments where I could have capped, because I ain't want her to kind of know, like, yeah, I be blowing the weed down, you know what I'm saying? And other kind of, it's like, and I was like what my man No Comment said. I was like, you know what? I can just tell her I'm just be real, and you know what I'm saying, if she don't like me for who I am, then that is what it is. But at least if she come around, I ain't gotta be acting like I don't smoke, or you know what I'm saying,
right?
You know what I'm saying, because we had met on some fitness shit, you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, man, she's like, yeah, I see how you drink your shakes, and I know how you get it in. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to, but I'm like, yeah, but I ain't a choir boy. But you know what I'm saying. But the point is, like, you got to take that risk and just be real, man. Because you're gonna be fake. You might be stuck with a chick, and now you got to keep playing that fucking role. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Always.
The only thing I fronted on. The only thing I fronted on was liking jazz.
Jazz, I love jazz. I bet you really like it now, though. Do you? Don't you?
I do.
Because once you get over 30, you start liking jazz.
but check. Every time, because she's a choreographer, so she's heavy into jazz and swing and shit like that. So every time I picked up, I was playing some John Coltrane. She's like, you really like horn?
You like, yeah.
That's Coltrane for me.
That's funny.
That's the only shit I fronted on.
I ain't mad though. You know what I had to let go? I literally lost a girlfriend over this shit, and now I'm a lot more like mellow about it. I had to let go of when we in the car, of understanding that, of compromise now, not being a pussy about it and just always listen to what she want to listen to, but understand that sometimes you're gonna have to listen to some shit you don't want to hear. I had to get better about that, you know what I'm saying? And I literally lost girlfriends over that shit. I was like, we ain't listening to fucking Beyonce in my car. We ain't playing that shit.
I did, Pat, a nigga just straight up out of town, man. She's like, yeah.
Well, we got to listen to this. You like, I don't give a fuck. You get older, you be like, no, I understand. We gotta listen to some shit she want to listen to. I ain't tripping. It got to be a two-way street. It's a problem if you get in the car.
I gotta stop doing that too, because I do that shit a lot. She get in the car and it's always either Sean Price or Nipsey playing, and she don't never say nothing.
But you know she thinking it.
Yeah, I know.
This nigga playing Price again.
Why are we always listening to this album?
Yeah, you gotta ask her every now and then.
I'll be like, hey, what you want to listen to?
Yeah, just no. Would you every now and then just be like, hey, put your phone on, you know?
Yeah.
Just don't ask questions. Put your phone on.
No. We always run what I want to hear. Fuck that. She can draw. She can draw.
That's just part of understanding.
Aesop don't play no games, man. You bitch ass niggas, man.
At all.
This nigga gorilla pimping in the car, man. Bitch, shut up. We listening to Flame. Hey, my nigga Flame, man. You got the cam working, man. Shut up, bro.
Man, they start playing that City Girls bullshit, nigga. I'll throw my fucking AirPods in on I'm not trying to hear none of that bullshit, none of that hope happening in my motherfucking ear, man.
So this is the thing. I know for a fact. If she puts some music on, it's probably gonna be some shit that nobody ever heard of before, and I'm probably gonna vibe to it anyway. Okay, because that's her style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, I was gonna say
so she put on some other shit.
Hey, hold on, hey Flav, bro, where you from, Flav?
Yo, so I'm from the DC area, right? I'm in Virginia.
Shout outs, bro. Shout out to the DMV, man.
All day, man. Yo, you know the funny part is this, man. For real, it's like, I know some of us have been members since 1999 when it was beatbox.com, when you had like MP3s available back then, and you had like a ranking of websites on like the most downloadable ones. That's way back, man. So it feels good to be behind those usernames, man. I've been in the game for a long ass time, man. It's an honor.
That real audio ripping.
Man. Salute to the OG Flav.
Triple OG Flav, man. That's what's good, man.
He the big U of this shit, homie.
For the 99 and the 2000.
Right. Man. Damn, man. I think I found BX at 05, man. That's crazy, though. Like you said, man. We had some trolls early. Actually, if y'all didn't know, I got a nigga that been waiting in the waiting room for 30 minutes because I won't let him in. His username was "Let me in the face, you funny looking motherfucker." Let me in the room, you funny looking motherfucker.
Let him in.
Nah, for sure, let him in.
Yeah, I'll let him in. Let me see if he come back. I'm gonna let him in.
Let that bitch in.
This nigga's like, let me in, man. Come on. He dipped, man. If he come back, hey, whoever was trolling and trying to pull up, bring your ass back, nigga. We want the smoke, man. That's what it is.
Nah, for real.
Hey, man, Papa Pimp ass pull up.
You ready, man?
Pop up easy. You know, he's too busy. So he got flamed in that thread. He didn't even pull up in that thread that you made, fat kid.
He ain't even pull up in the thread, homie.
Hey, somebody said that's for loud, though, man.
Somebody said what now?
That's for loud.
Yeah, it was Fat Kid that said that.
That is that nigga. The BX Black Belt live in effect, nigga.
I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with that.
What the BX Black Belt?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, nigga, that was legendary thread in the motherfucking sports section, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How did you find out that was Bilal? Is what I'm wondering.
Yeah,
man, somebody recognized him from his picture, bro. Like that shit was funny as hell, man. Like that, bro. That thread is like 100 and something pages, bro. That shit happened late last year, and that shit's still going now.
Yeah,
I'm about to tag your ass. Hold on.
Hey, them BX and like Flav, you know, bro. Them BX, them threads be legendary when it goes down. Somebody make a critical mistake. You know what I'm saying?
It's over. That's all she wrote.
Make a critical fuck around. Put they got their work in the background, like with the and it's too recognizable. They got the address in the picture.
Oh, you know you done fucked up, right?
Right.
Picture with his son with the bowl of noodles on his head.
Say that again, fat kid.
Who that was that? They took a picture and their son was in the background with a bowl of noodles on his head.
Oh yeah, I remember that
one.
Look, y'all remember last what was it? The picture last week of we gotta talk about this. The picture with Fat Joe with him wearing the Kanye boots, and somebody photoshopped one of y'all BX members, baby mamas.
Yeah, dude, Baggy.
He put his baby mama in the picture with the boots, man.
Oh yeah,
and she looked like Russell Westbrook, bro. If y'all ain't seen
it, they was wrong for that, son.
Looked like she just got a triple double, nigga.
She looked like Russell Westbrook with a ponytail. She ready to disappoint the Lakers fans everywhere, bro.
Oh shit.
That's so much from Florida, yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you real good. Like I think Flav said, I've been on BS for a long time, and it's really like if you keep it, thorough, you real with yourself, and you ain't trying to live a life that you ain't really living, nobody ain't gonna fuck with you.
That's all it is.
Like, okay, I'm a millionaire.
Yeah.
I'm getting
I think that's kind of like different,
Yeah,
that's how it is for me on there.
Right.
Yo, I think I had one BX beat a crazy long time ago when I used to be in the gear section, and that shit was funny as hell. I had beef with some dude out in Wisconsin. I went out to Wisconsin. Yeah, I went out to Wisconsin. He was in Milwaukee, I think.
Shout out to the niggas out there in Milwaukee, fam.
Yo, Milwaukee is crazy. I went out there. And we supposed to meet up, and he ain't never come through. I gave him my address and everything. I told him I was
Try the link.
Hold on. Was this a thread where the dude was like, okay, I'm in a bar. He put, he's like, I'm at a bar having a beer. He put, he screenshotted the bar, the address and everything. Was that it?
Yup.
Because I remember that one when niggas was like, nah, Link, what's good? Like, really Link?
Yo, I'm gonna be here for 2 more beers.
See, my whole thing with that there is the whole link thing, man. 'Cause I had a few folks try to say, "Oh yeah, I did." Hey, woo. I'm like, look here, bro.
Okay.
I'm like, truth be told, homie, my partners or the folks who I run with is not gonna play with you. They ain't gonna let anybody play with me. So my thing is keep it online, bro. Let's keep it online. Man.
That's right.
Before everything goes left. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about it too.
Go ahead, Rashid. You got it.
The thing about it too is that with Boxden, I mean, I've been on this since 2009, but the thing is, like you said, like Light and Blaze said, if you thorough, and just real with it, no one gonna really, bother you like that. But other websites that I'm not gonna name exactly, but because all right, story time. All right.
Here, let's hear that.
So my ex was from Canada, right? This Jamaican chick, and she used to frequent this website a lot. Y'all can kind of take a wild guess on what I'm talking about. But
I can't guess nothing, nigga. What's the website?
Yeah, nigga, we don't know. We all thinking different. I'm like Pornhub.
I know.
I would say it's Boxden twin sister. That's what.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
We gonna, you know what? Because Ronnie won't give me no plug, we gonna say it. The Cody is what you talking about. Go ahead.
No, not the Coley. No.
Oh, that's the only one I know. But Kanye Titter.
You're getting warmer.
Okay, anyway, go ahead, man. If you ain't gonna tell us.
I said it's Boxden twin sister.
Okay.
But
okay.
yeah, Megawatch. Yeah, you said it.
What is it?
So,
what is it?
What is it?
Lipstick Alley?
Now he ain't got no Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lipstick Alley.
Oh yeah. And I to be fair, I lurk there sometimes. And if it's something that really, really big happens, I'll go and see what the women be thinking. But I don't go on there a lot, man. But yeah, that is Boxden's sister version or whatever. But I don't have no membership of there, nothing like that. But I'll be honest, I lurk there. I'll be honest. I'll go over there and lurk, see what the ladies is thinking. If something big happened,
Derek Jackson joints that was all over Lipstick Alley.
Say what?
Hey, so Rashid, what you was saying?
Jackson.
Yeah, Rashid.
No, what I was just saying is that it seemed like, because if you ask me, both the sites mirror each other in a way, but it seemed like they kind of way more. She was filming like threads on there. I was just looking at it, just to show me. I'm thinking like people in it kind of seem a little more deranged.
Oh, the bitches over there crazy, man. Yeah. Like the way they flame each other ain't shit on how we flame each other, bro. Like
but it stopped at a certain point with us.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you mean.
So what happened?
Yeah, tell us.
No, that's just a story.
Nah,
nigga, that's the story.
Nah, there goes the story. Nigga.
Hey, Rashid, you gonna get the Patrice O'Neal treatment. I'm be like, tell me the end of the story first, and then.
Oh yeah, Vaughn, someone got shot.
Oh. All right, tell the story.
Tell me the end of that shit first next time.
Somebody got shot.
Yeah. All right, proceed. Okay. Patrice O'Neal, by the way, man, we should talk about that, man. I get angry at people like him when they leave the earth, man. Like, he has hours and thousands of hours on content on YouTube, like radio interviews, stand up, and it's still not enough. I still feel like I would want to hear what he had to say about so much going on. You know what I'm saying? Patrice was the rawest motherfuckers out.
Especially in 2022, you feel me? Like it would be like so many things for him to talk about,
bro.
Yeah,
they would have canceled him.
You gotta appreciate them while they here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he'll probably get canceled.
Facts.
You know what? He may be
canceled.
And at the same time, that's what make them like a treasure, because you had them for that point in time. Like when you look at the early season of the Boondocks, you be like, yeah, this nigga Aaron McGruder has got to be like Mr. Cleo.
Right.
No, he predicted like
everything.
Yeah, so just make you appreciate it, because then because we in this time we in now, like all this gay shit, like you can't say faggot, you can't say this. I'm like, damn, man, what can we say? You look at how we used to be. Damn,
right.
So make you appreciate.
Nah, you right.
100,000.
Magnificent.
I don't think Patrice could have.
Hey, but you know what?
He's over
The
hoes.
closest thing we got though was Corey Holcomb.
Yeah, he the closest, but he come off as a hater sometimes. The difference between him, Patrice knew how to do it and not seem like a hater. And I ain't saying Corey Holcomb is, but he come off like bitter, and Patrice could do it in a way where everybody in the room was laughing. You know
He can laugh. Yeah.
But you know what though? Like that whole bitter stuff with Corey, that shit came to the last 4-5 years. He realized this is it. You know what I'm
he
saying?
realized that's his lane. And it's the damn thing, man.
But look, when I say this, I mean he realized, damn, I reached my ceiling. Like I can't go higher than where I'm at.
Right.
Like ain't nobody giving me a bone to put me in no kind of position or nothing. And like,
what did he do? Because Corey was like on that trajectory to like go higher. What did he do? Not, you know what I'm saying, to make it
everybody. He dissed everybody who was big in the comedy game, period.
Like, he ruined relationships. That's what he did. That nigga like ruined professional relationships.
He burnt every bridge, literally.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx, A
little bit worse than him. Motherfucking Faison Love, bro. Faison Love be having niggas trying to run the fade with him in the fucking airport and shit, dog.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
I didn't see that.
I saw that.
Big Worm? Is that who we talking about?
Yeah, Big Worm.
Yeah, Big Worm, man.
I don't give a damn.
Big Worm.
But he really come off as a hater.
He does come off. He's not the same as Patrice. He got some of the same perspective on women, but he comes off like, Patrice had a way of doing it where even the bitch could laugh.
Not to my face on.
Oh, his interviews, you mean?
Nah, Faison come off like a real hater. He be on some hating shit.
All right, y'all, we got a troll. Hold on. We got a troll, y'all. Full attention on the troll. Let's good. What you got for me? You better be good
this
on the
nigga finna get jumped in.
Better come with some funny shit, nigga. We gonna let you in, bro. You in, man. Your mic better work. Your camera better not be shitty. You better not be on no fucking.
Oh, this nigga finna get packed out.
Don't be on no VCR, nigga. Come on, man. Come get shit, bro. Come on, man. Don't be on your PlayStation 3 internet trying to fucking Zoom meet with us, bro. Don't play with us.
Man, cause your ass is old.
See, I try to let them in.
He ain't say nothing.
They in there right now, man. He in there
I see
right
that
now.
nigga.
See, he can't join. He ain't joining, man. I don't know. I tried to let him in.
Got that Boost Mobile hotspot.
Yeah, your Boost Mobile hotspot. If you gonna
That
come
nigga
in,
trying to
come
join
on.
a fucking two-way.
Right.
He got a sicko wireless.
Get
He
your
got
life
a
up,
sicko wireless.
Say that nigga was on the next tail chirp.
Man, come on, man.
Where you at? Where you at?
Step your internet up, man. First of all, man. We're gonna join the podcast.
You need to get Ronnie bitch
Oh,
ass
hey, matter
here
of
one
fact,
time.
hey, Trill Clinton, real quick, know what I mean? Like, cause I know you missed the boxing, man. You know much more about boxing than I do. Look, if Bruce Lee fight Mike Tyson, who gonna win?
Shit.
Man, we ain't going back to that.
But nah, he the boxing man, though, cause I was waiting for him to pull up.
If it's just boxing, then shit, it's gonna be Mike. But anything else, Bruce gonna get him, dog.
He gonna kick the shit out of Mike.
Hey, one of the coldest punches I've ever seen Bruce do is that fucking 1-inch punch, man. Like that shit was funny as hell. Hey, speaking of boxing,
I
bro,
don't know because you have a different weight class. A different weight class, man. It's like one is way heavier, the other one is a lot faster. But the weight class,
but shit, it all about technique. You know what I'm saying? But like to touch on boxing, though, I dropped the thread in the sports section. We just, me and some of my partners, had a Twitter space interviewing Tank Davis's coaches, Coach Kenny Ellis and Coach Calvin Ford. Good. Calvin Ford is who they based the character of Cuddy on The Wire off of.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Hey, man, them some funny niggas, bro. Like, for real,
Hey,
real,
link
man.
that thread in the BX podcast thread, bro. I'm gonna check that out. Or it's probably
I'm gonna do that
for
now.
me, but yeah, I'm gonna check that out tomorrow, man. I tried to let Buddy in. Either his connection was ass or whatever, man. But don't say I was ducking my taco, man. Whoever that was, the troll was, nigga. I tried to let your bitch ass in. Your whole ass wouldn't link, so don't try to say I ducked shit, nigga. I ain't ducked my fade, man. I'm over here. I don't deny none of that, man. Same place, every bat time, every bat Wednesday, and the same bat hour, nigga. We over
Next
here.
Wednesday, go to Starbucks.
Get your game up. You got. Hey, what you need to do is take that AOL discount and then blow that bitch, man. Put it back in. Come on my podcast.
That nigga's on Netscape.
Yo, can I ask you a serious question real quick?
For sure, man.
Real talk, serious question.
What up, bro?
Think we going to war?
It depends on where you at.
Are we not already in war? I think we're already in war, man.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about like the whole Russia thing, right?
The way Russia talking.
War game's different now, fam. You gotta think about it, man. They cyber attacking us and shit left and right, bro. It's a completely different battlefield now.
Hey y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. I've been like just drowned in work the last week. I'm not following the story. Y'all want to like give me the short version? What's going on? I mean, I know what's going on with Russia, what happened with our election and all that, but what's going on like recently?
The whole thing with Ukraine.
That they took over Ukraine. That was years ago.
They're
My bad. Something. Go ahead. Something.
They don't want Ukraine to join NATO. You know what I'm saying? They got like a couple 100,000 troops on the border of Ukraine right now. They keep making all these demands of all of the surrounding countries and countries involved with NATO, telling them they need to pull troops out, get rid of their bases and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They basically want to go back to USSR conditions.
Okay.
Right now. But the world is saying to them, nah, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a picture in Ukraine today I saw, and they're holding up flags of everybody that's down to help. You know what I'm saying? That Canadian flag, UK flag, US flag.
Right.
In their parliament or whatever it's called. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. I totally get you.
But like tensions is mounting. You know what I'm saying, over there.
And so that's when no comments saying, do y'all think we going to war?
You know, they already got the SF. Like, so I was in the military. I was in about 10 years ago. They already got the SF dudes over there. You know, it's no more going to be like the large, movement of soldiers where we got these Iraq, Afghanistan. There's always going to be these proxy wars where they're going to send, specialized, groups over there, such as Delta Force, SF.
I see what you're saying. They're not going to declare official war, is what you're saying.
No, never that.
Hold on. First of all, I'm sorry. Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all.
I don't know about that.
So, hold on. I don't want to glaze over that. First of all, I appreciate your service, man. If it was 10 years ago, man, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, straight up.
I appreciate that.
Straight up.
And I want to
thank you for your service.
And I wanted to stop and bring it back to habeas because I know you was about to, you served as well, and you was about to say, you made a good point. We already at war. We ain't stopped being, even if you don't call it that. We already at war, right?
In many ways, man. I think in many ways. Just think about it. You know what I mean? Like they can force you to lose your job. You know what I'm saying? Just all kind of shit, man. The whole world is at kind of at war right now, man. In a lot of ways, man. And I ain't trying to get on that topic, but
nigga, really talk your talk.
What it is.
Do it. It is, man. Yeah.
Like
habeas, what you said?
Like I don't, man. I mean, I really think we're in a war in a lot of ways, man. And I ain't saying like pro-vax, anti-vax, nothing like that, but you know what I mean? Like shit's really, we're in a bad position, man. I mean, look at BX, just look at the threads today. Look how high rent is and shit. Look how, look at people's sentiment. Look at how people feel and how they know like something big is coming. You know what I mean? Right. I don't know, man. It's just a lot.
And it's still like this is just how we feel domestically. Like international issues, like not even being considered right now. That's just like the state of America as we speak.
Yeah, and you know what? Let me say, talk about rent, man. I'm at my last lease that I'm ever. The apartment that I'm sitting in right now is the last spot I'm on rent. I'm about to be an owner, and I never thought I was gonna be an owner.
My man.
Hey, congratulations to that, homie.
Congrats, bro.
Hey, appreciate y'all. But I got no
shit.
Nigga ain't got no choice because rent ain't the movie. You know what's funny? I moved into this apartment and when the rent that I was paying is funny. I had got a job, and at the time it was the most I had ever made, right? And of course, like any nigga, you pay like your rent. Whatever is the most you can make, you still right at the limit of what you can pay. You know what I'm saying? So I was working that job, and I was thinking, man, I could just barely make this rent and still be cool and have a little money to do all I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm doing that, and I'm thinking, cool. And you know what's funny? I got fired from that job. On some bullshit. No, it's cool. You see, I'm still up in here, right? I ain't get evicted. I ain't squatting.
Nigga say I still got the jewelry on.
Internet good. We ain't squatting. We ain't squatting. So the point is, the lights on. The point is, I got fired from that job, man, right? And listen, this happened, no cap. This happened in August of 2021. I got fired from the job. You know what I did? I ain't had no choice. I ain't got nobody that's gonna take care of me. I hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Boom, 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 boom. Resume.
Amen.
2 months later, it was 6 weeks later. That's cap. I got a job in 3 weeks, but you know how you take something just to bridge, like you don't really want this, but it's just some money. So I took some bullshit. Like after 3 weeks, I had a job, but within 6 weeks, I was in a role that was paying $30K year more than what I was making. Right, still at home. Right. I say that to say, look,
hustler gonna get it.
I'm not saying that to humble brag. I'm saying to make a point, man. That shit happened, and I thought, cool. And it's funny. That sounds like a lot, but when you add up the taxes, the checks are bigger, but it still ain't that. You think it's gonna hit harder, but anyway, you still get more. But here's the point, nigga. As soon as I started seeing that check, that's right when my lease ended, and they wanted to resign. They raised my shit by $200 a month, nigga. And I was thinking, the only reason I'm cool with this and I can even do this is because of what just blessing that just happened to me. But I'm thinking, how many niggas live in their apartment who didn't change jobs, who's still making exactly what the fuck they made when they moved in this bitch a year ago?
And lost their job. You feel me?
Or even lost their job and got to come up with this. And I was thinking, I'm in a position where I could sign this even if I don't like it. But I was thinking about all them motherfuckers. That's some fuck shit. See what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah. Hey, man, it's spooky out here right now, man. Hey. Shit, man.
Man, yeah, real shit, bro. I mean, it don't make no sense. So ownership is the way to go, man. And we was talking, and I suggest even brothers like ourselves, you know what I'm saying, or people that you trust, your friends. How we was talking about the NFL earlier, how why it ain't no black people that came together and bought a team. Same shit. If you can't afford to buy a house on your own, or maybe if your credit ain't that great, get with a brother or sister. It's okay to have 3 motherfuckers owning that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't gotta live there. You can rent it out. You know what I'm saying? Or something.
Right.
But it's the way to go. But how hard times come, you can always go put the motherfuckers out who live there and have somewhere to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
You better run on that
that's
shit.
facts.
Hey, y'all, I'm selling the house. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh yeah. You'd be like.
Hey, but now, say I was gonna say, man, cause like that's somewhat similar to what you were saying. Like, I got a trucking company, right? And like, you know, the money be sweet. I ain't gonna cap. Sometimes I be like, God damn, boy, this shit better than dope. Yeah, I gotta put this up, put that up, put this aside. Then I look at like, oh shit. Man, it's cool, but damn,
it ain't what I thought it was gonna be. Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at 20,000 for this week. Then okay, that 20,000 is cut down to maybe 65. You know what I'm saying?
It might be some millionaires right now in this room in this podcast. I'm gonna tell you something. I know that shit don't even change when you get to $1 million. It's the same thing. Your standard of living goes up, and America makes it that much harder for you. But your standard of living goes up. You making more money, right? You eating at nicer places. You want to drive a nicer car. You don't want to live in the same fucking apartment. So you make $1 million, but your expenses be $980,000.
Hey, but bro, you gotta think though. Like people that make a meal, like
you know what though? I ain't gonna cap you down, man. Like, you know, I'm so hood with it, man. I mean, I like nice things, of course. You don't. I like to keep it kind of simple to where I ain't overdoing shit. You know what I'm talking about? But
live below your means.
Right. You feel
That's what I was just about to say. That's what I was just about to say.
Minimalist lifestyle as much as possible.
What'd you say?
I was gonna say, because my whole thing is, you know, of course, everybody be trying to splurge and get the $500,000 house in Atlanta per se. You know what I'm saying? Which I can get, and I'm probably going to get. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean. But
something going up in value.
Yeah, exactly. But you know me, like we got like a little 200,000 right now, which is cool. Can't complain. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, I'm the type of nigga. I'm gonna stay. I'm cool being right here. But when you got an old lady who help you in your business, and she bring in money as well with you, like, God damn, man, you making something simple difficult. You know what I'm saying?
I dig it, bro. And Flav, you was gonna say something as well, man.
No, I was just pretty much adding to what he was saying, right? Like trying to live a minimalistic lifestyle as much as possible. Because the thing about it is this: the novelty wears out. No matter how we can buy the fastest car, get the biggest house, eventually it's your everyday. And once it's your everyday, it doesn't really bother you that much.
Right.
Chasing the next high is going to eventually just lead to nothing.
That's right. And you know what Herb said about like just being simple? Like, I wish I try to be more that way, and I am with some things, but like if you can have that mentality and not give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying, chasing and shining and shit, you be ahead of everybody. For instance, like this phone I got right here, and this shit really don't work, but it's an old crack phone. If you can have a phone that's 7 years old and it's cracked and that bitch still working, you can be okay. Pulling it out, don't gotta worry about, man, I gotta go get that fucking iPhone 13. You know what I'm saying? Be that, if you can be like, man, I make more money, I don't gotta go get that BMW. Yeah, my car's still working. I'm riding this Saturn. You know what I'm saying? This 2011 Saturn till the wheels fall off. If you can have that mentality, you really do. The money grow for you so much faster than when you're trying to chase that little cool shit, man.
The one thing I'll say is,
say that again, family. You broke up, man.
You can't be having no Hyundai or nothing, man. Hyundai, no Boxden.
That nigga in the back cave, I don't know what that nigga said.
I can't hear you. Sound like you're
the one thing I add to it is that pay yourself first shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Right. Pay yourself first, take your money out, and then do everything you need to do.
Potential troll alert, y'all. Potential troll alert, man.
Oh boy.
This troll gonna get packed out too.
Hold up. General Rosso, where you from, family? Mic up. General Rosso, he dipped. That nigga dipped. You don't want no smoke with me, boy. You don't want no smoke with me, boy. You don't want to smoke with a Ross Clyde. Boy, you don't want to smoke.
Hey, man, so shit. I got kids, though, man. So, like, saving money, I ain't going to say it's a hassle, but shit, I have to cut corners, you know what I'm saying? So, like, me, I own my house right now. It ain't paid off. But, shit, my next big hustle that I want to do, man, I want to get into the trucking business, bro. So I want to get me an 18-wheeler. My best friend own a trucking company, and shit, last week
we interviewed Tevin Farmer, and that's how he been getting by during the pandemic, bro, because he owned a fucking trucking business.
Yeah.
And he said one of his cousins, bro, make 50 bands a month off of one truck.
Hell yeah.
That's easy.
And
That's
you know what?
very easy.
Y'all keep talking about these, and I'm gonna let you speak on it, Hurt. Everybody keep talking about these trucks, and I'm gonna tell you something, especially down here in the South. That's something that niggas who've been in the trucking business been trying to put niggas on game for like 30 years. They've been telling niggas like, "Hey man, trucking is." But the thing with this COVID shit and everything, and how and the supply shortages is now that shit is like it's the trap bunking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it really is. But I was gonna say, as far as that, what you're saying, because my father was trucking my whole life, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, I ran for it because I didn't like him. I was trying to resent the motherfucker. But the thing is, truth be told, this right here was like the white man's hustle. When I say that, I say this for the white man who was uneducated, who wasn't that smart, who couldn't go to that big nice school. This was a way for them to live a feasible lifestyle to where they can live amongst the elites to an extent. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And we ain't know about it. Right. We were definitely lacking information on it.
That's right. Because anybody,
you know what I'm saying?
Truckers are like, you know what they like? They like when a nigga gets saved, bro. They gonna tell you, bro. After like, they be trying to save niggas. Like, bro, I'm telling you how much money we getting legally, and niggas do not listen.
Hey, listen. No,
them niggas can't wait to tell you the good news.
I ain't gonna cap you down, bro. I ain't gonna cap you down, bro. Like, listen. See, like, my goal now, of course, is to reach out to the fellas and the young niggas.
Yeah.
Because I try to take each young nigga, dog. Everybody can't be the man in the trap, homie. There's only a few niggas that's gonna have it like that. You feel me? You might well come over here and make money with me, man, and shit on the average nigga in the trap.
It's legal, and it's profitable. You know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah.
Hey, Hurt, hold on though. First of all, it's like, man, you gotta give yourself credit just for having that mentality. You know what I mean? For like one of you saying that, it's like 15 more niggas be like, "Hey, come here, little nigga. I'm about to put you on, give you this little pat and set them up to be a little crash test dummy." You feel me? So I'm like, just for you even thinking that and like actually saying, it's like, man, you gotta give yourself some credit just for that.
Well, I appreciate that, man. But see, like part of the main reason I got on how I felt because I got cousins who older than me who still out there in the game. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's pushing 50, and they talking to their fucking nephews and grandkids and sons and like really trying to like put them in the game. I'm like, bro, like. You don't want to break the cycle, like
I want to break the cycle. I'm trying to get these motherfucking goddamn Amiris. What you talking about? Need more soldiers.
I mean, but here the thing.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm bullshitting. You feel me?
See, my thing is like I told to get it. Don't get me wrong. Like I got a couple nephews, man, who really, hey, don't play with them. Like they really in the city doing numbers, but like now, like the other nephews and little cousins. Some from the suburbs, like Fayetteville, who ain't really about that shit. I'm like, bro, that ain't you, dog. Like, don't do that.
You ain't know good for that, man. It gonna end good for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't trying to go to college, Johnny. Yeah, exactly. You ain't trying to go to college, bro. Hey, man, come over here. I got something for you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we can get some money, some real money. Right. Like, think about it. Nigga, 19, 20, 21, making damn near to $1,300 a week, nigga. Come on with the cap. What we doing?
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to
you ain't gotta worry about the police when you get behind you.
My bad if I ain't shout you out, bro. Shout out to Slim K for pulling up, man. We see you, player.
Cracking, man. It was cracking.
Ain't nothing, bro. And shout out to real fans who still represent their team, even if they out the playoffs, man. So shout out to you for repping the Chiefs, man. You know, I'm Raider Nation. We don't like y'all, but you know it is what we go right here. All Raider Nation in the building. You know what it is. You see what it is, man?
I'm a fucking Texans fan. Tell me about the motherfucking pain,
man. Eagles fly high, nigga.
Hey,
y'all
nigga,
shut up.
Our fucking record was 4 and a shitload of goddamn Jordan crying smiley faces.
Hey, man, fuck y'all, nigga. 28-3, me, Jack.
Oh, yeah.
28-3, me, Jack. Yeah, what you talking about?
And I feel your pain on that one, Hurt. Yeah. I feel that's the hometown team, man. You know what I'm saying? So I felt that pain. I was right there watching that game with everybody. And for a minute, if niggas just cut that game off at the third quarter, everybody in Atlanta could just pretend.
For a good 20 minutes.
Cut that game off at the third quarter. Just be like, man, it's a shame they ended that game after 3 quarters. But, man, it was what a great championship.
Yeah, I cried.
And again, hold on. I'm glad you said that, Herb, because to bring this conversation full circle, that's a perfect example of white privilege in the NFL, of how long Dan Quinn had that fucking job for the Falcons after he blew that Super Bowl and all them bad years they had after that, and then for Brian Flores to get fired and
that's a good point, bro.
Had better records than them. And I mean, just the choke alone, I'm telling you, if I was the owner of a team, I gotta let you go after this.
Gotta get him out of here for that.
That's
a good point, bro.
It ain't even gonna be no. But especially if the next year you don't even make the Super Bowl again, you get knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. Then the next year you have a worse season. Then they still bring you back. Man, that's some bullshit, man.
Like, nigga, you gotta go. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Matt Ryan ass too.
Man,
man, please.
If he was a black quarterback, he would be lucky if he was. See, you know what? Black quarterbacks now that they get to start, here's what we don't get. We don't get to be backups. See, man, Ryan can play forever, and then once he sucks, he can still sit on the bench somewhere. Black quarterbacks, if you ain't starting, look at Cam Newton, look at Michael Vick. Black quarterbacks be the same age as white quarterbacks who at least get to sit on the bench. Matt Schaub's still on the Falcons roster.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He was Michael Vick's backup. He was Michael Vick's backup.
Yeah, he was.
But Cam Newton can't sit on nobody's bench and get this clean, $300,000 or whatever a year. Just
No, about $3 million.
To be a mentor, man.
I can't
get
that.
Be fucking bench warmers.
They said they didn't want to embarrass. They said they didn't want to embarrass.
That's how they get us, man.
They the football team weed carriers, nigga, and still catching paychecks.
It's the worst shit ever. You never see famous black quarterbacks get to sit on the bench and collect the check. But if you're a white quarterback, Matt Ryan, he should have been on the bench the last 3-4 years. But once he finally crashed out,
but Josh McCown interviewing to be a coach.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Sorry ass. That's how they do too. They be sorry players, and then they be like, "Well, you must be a great coach because you couldn't do shit on the field." Maybe you can tell these niggas. Maybe you observe some greatness. Like, and the NBA, like I said, the NBA shaming them niggas because the NBA got plenty players who made it up to coach. Plenty players.
They do. But look, let's keep it real now. A lot of y'all was not feeling that Steve Nash hire. I know I wasn't.
Nah, I wasn't.
Hell no.
No.
I wasn't. Nah, keep it real. I wasn't. That was a typical type.
That shit came out of left field.
Yeah, I was expecting Tyronn Lue or somebody else to get that nod, man, and shit. Nash got it, and Kyrie Kyrie.
That's like Steve Kerr getting Mark Jackson job all over again. Because really, they gave him the setup to win the title if everything was going right.
And Mark Jackson was the one who believed in Clay and Curry. He was the one who called these niggas is the best shooters for real.
And Draymond.
Hey, so remember when Clay and Curry first won and Mark Jackson was doing the commentating and Clay and Curry walked over to congratulate Mark Jackson?
I remember that. Yeah, we still got love for Mark Jackson, man.
Definitely.
And
definitely.
But I think Kerr might have got his job from privilege, but I think even if you're looking at us this year, man, nobody could deny that he's a good coach.
He earned that shit. Yeah, he's a good coach. He got it. I ain't gonna bullshit. He definitely got it.
He came from that Popovich coaching tree, man. So shit, he always gonna get a nod.
He didn't get the position in the most desirable way, but it's he qualified to be there. You feel me?
Well, what's more important about the NBA is you don't know how many black coaches are off the top of your head. You know why? Because it's a great mix. You see what I'm saying? There's a great mix in the NBA of just some white coaches, some black coaches. The Heat got a Latino coach. He's trash. Luke Walton. Trash.
Who said Luke Walton?
Luke motherfucking Walton.
He's trash. Kings.
Super trash.
Kings.
Luke was with the Lakers for
to me, Vogel is a horrible match for that team, man. He should have been gone.
He's one of them privileged hires.
It's like you're a defensive coach, and don't get me wrong, Westbrook do be getting cooked, but it's like you don't even make the rotations or have the proper lineups to help your players succeed, man. So that should be horrible, man.
Shout out to Angel.
But like they were supposed to hire probably Kid or Tyronn Lue back then instead of him. But like you said, the whole privilege thing. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because they had both of them on the bench, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on one of them, but I swore both of them was on the bench.
I don't remember. I ain't gonna cap. I don't remember.
Yeah, you might be right though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think it's clip, but at least you can look at, like I said, they have a great mix. The NFL, they know great. It's Mike Tomlin. Now, Mike Tomlin know his job secure just because they like, God damn, we gotta have at least this one. He know he ain't getting fired.
Right.
Nigga, they can go 0-20.
Mike Tomlin just got like 7 more years, nigga.
They can lose negative games next year. He good. Like, he's straight. He laughing right now. Like, oh yeah? Oh. Y'all can't get rid of me. You know what time it is, right? So
straight up.
You know what I'm saying? But it is.
I'm gonna call Brian Flores now.
Hey, man, y'all think he blackballed? So y'all think it's over for him then?
Man, honestly, I want to say yeah, but shit, the fact that he's actually a damn good coach, man. I mean, shit, you was winning with fucking Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Come on now, another quarterback who should be on somebody's bench, but
like
he's hard to work with now.
Look, I like I said, man, don't nobody roast me. I'm a Texans fan, and I saw Ryan Fitzpatrick playing for the Texans, fam, and he's a decent quarterback, at least from what my eyes saw, man. But that motherfucker could let
for 6 weeks. He's good for 6 weeks, and the rest is gonna fuck up.
He can let the rock go. You
And
know what I'm
make
saying?
him
Like
up,
he can really. He got an arm on him. So seeing him succeed in Miami, I was mad as fuck. Like, man, where the fuck was this shit when you was out here?
That's right.
Even in the motherfucking strip clubs with James.
That's right. Yo, and the nigga Megawatt said it. He said they reason talking about he hard to work with. Think about it, bro. What coach? You a coach. By nature, you getting in people's ass. But especially if you on a rebuilding team. You definitely not going to be like a player's coach on a rebuild team. Like, hey, y'all.
You can't be.
Practice canceled on Tuesday. We going for drinks. So when you rebuilding and you trying to build a culture, that's literally your job to get people ass. So how you going to say he hard to work? That's part of this built into the job. I'm challenging y'all. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to be like Slim K. You know what I'm saying? Next time I need you to be on time to the podcast, man. How you going to be coming late, man? And I'm going to call you out in front of the team because you one of the best players. So I got to let them know that you ain't above everybody.
I smooth forgot, bro. I started playing the game with my brother.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. You ain't no time limit on this shit. Come in whenever you want, bro. For real, man. But you know what I'm saying? But if I'm the coach,
that
that's
nigga
my
Slim
job.
K thought we was actually on the team.
You see what I'm saying? That's literally the job. Am I right? You know what I'm saying? So how you gonna say nigga he hard to work? That's the job. I'm challenging you. Hey Flav, you know what I'm saying? Do this, etc., etc. Now I say it in front of the whole team if you're the best player, so that they know that you ain't above getting criticized too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, I have a question for you, bro. Now, like, let's say this shit go viral and this shit pop the way you envision it. Now, with your horseman who you got up here, who be up here like every Wednesday, would you like designate a certain segment for them? Because you know, like no comment when he get on here and do his crypto spill, everybody got to sit back and pick up game. You feel me? Like, would it be something of that nature?
You know what? First of all, let me say, I'm sitting back, staring at it. Picture is just how I envisioned it. I ain't even sitting it yet. Nah, man. I don't even have no vision for this shit. It's crazy. If it did blow like that, I think nigga would have to have a segment or something like that, you know. But man, you know what I like is how this shit is just organic. How niggas can just pull up. You know what I'm saying? I like talk about whatever. Ain't no filter. I ain't telling niggas what to think. We ain't all got to agree on shit. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like that. I don't want that shit to get too polished. I don't want it to get more polished, but I don't want to get to the point where niggas feel like they got to say something because, you know, like, you know, how we was joking about the Jewish comments earlier. Niggas like, you gonna get canceled. Like, you can't cancel me. This is my podcast. This is my Zoom meeting on my YouTube channel.
You can't blackball me. My ball's already black.
Oh, God, man. Oh, God, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
No, but check.
No comment, speak, bro. Yeah.
I think if it got to that point, it would just need some type of structure and some type of format.
I agree.
Maybe have structured segments.
I agree. Yeah, you gotta limit it to like, you know, roughly like, all right, we hit that for 7 minutes or whatever. Boom, boom.
Yeah,
boom.
it's gotta be structured it's gotta be structured and everything has to be timed and shit like that. But it should still be organic, like you said. I think.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was just something I was thinking about, bro. That's why I said it.
It's a good, and I'm open to any ideas, man, because, you know, I'm like, this shit is all new to me, honestly. I was just like, man, niggas need to have a fucking podcast, bro. And I was like, how do you do that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I was like, all right, I guess the Zoom meeting. Then I'm like, I had to learn how to work this software to get the shit to live stream and record. You know what I'm saying? Like, and go to YouTube.
Hey, nah.
Like,
shout
man,
out to you for actually taking initiative to put it together, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like niggas definitely tip their hat to that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I thought about this shit my goddamn self, but I'm a lazy nigga and I work a lot, so I just left it alone.
Hey, yo. Just like one guy said, right? It takes one guy to do it. It takes one person to make the move, and everybody moves along and joins the crew.
You're
so,
right.
provided you're consistent with it, which you have been so far, it's gonna take off. I'm pretty sure, man.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, Flav, you got an accent, bro. Where you from?
Yo, man, you will never find out, man. All right, so
now we gotta know, man.
All right, fair enough. So it's like this. I'm like part time. Like, are you good?
I'm good, man.
Man, I'm
He's from like Toronto.
That shit, nigga.
He needs some milk.
Yeah, that nigga just caught the Omarion.
Right? He needs some milk.
This is some power, bro. God damn.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so
The repack.
I like that.
That's that Papa Pimp pack now.
You never showed up.
It's that fast cash, Vasquez pack.
Right.
That's my boy turned on the mic though. My boy
Hey, yeah,
turned
Flav,
on
what
the
you was
mic.
saying, bro?
Yeah.
What's going on, Flav?
Flav, where you from, though? Let us know, man.
All right, so my blood is from Nigeria, but my accent is not from Nigeria at all. I speak French. French is my first language because I was in Belgium for 20 years.
Nice.
And I got to the US till 2003. So at first, let me tell you one thing, right? For a while, I had a New York accent because I grabbed a bunch of lyrics from like New York rappers. Sound American, right? And over time, I got lazy, so I got to mix. Say what?
I said they got the Wu-Tang and do it every time.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah, man. So that's why my accent is kind of weird and kind of hybrid. But yeah,
bro,
I would have never fucking been able to guess you was fucking Niger, bro. That's crazy.
Respect, man.
Very crazy.
Respect to our African brothers, man. For those who want to get on BX, and I saw some comments earlier too. I'm glad no comment added me. It's a good topic we can segue to, man, because niggas was trying to talk about immigrants and they don't contribute to America. First of all, for them people who try to cause division between African Americans and Africans, that shit don't exist, bro. Because when I see another nigga with black skin, it's love, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that bitch ass nigga Fast Cash Vasquez.
Rashid Latif. He put what flag is that, Rashid Latif? Let us
Like,
know where you from.
Nigeria.
Oh, that's not okay. You Niger as well, Rashid?
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Niger. And when I was in college,
Real.
it's funny, Flav flexing, because when I was in college, that's who put me on weightlifting, bro. It was my Niger bros. We started hanging out with them niggas. I was trying to get them to play football because they was bigger than the linebackers on the Georgia Southern team, and I was trying to tell them niggas like, bro, they didn't understand the game and they didn't care to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You went to Southern?
Yes, sir. Eagles fly high, man. Eagles fly high, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, how many kids you got, nigga? You ain't been do that before.
Hey, and I went down there before they was D1 too. Before they was D1, niggas was playing Appalachian State and shit, man. So, glorious times. But you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about them hoes.
Nothing but hoes. Nothing but Club Legends.
Man, I already know it,
Flav, how was Belgium though, Flav?
Yeah, man.
It was chill, man. Belgium is it's an interesting world, man, because it's like this. Racism was freaking unbelievable. And what I mean by that is I got searched illegally. I got jumped. I got stabbed. I've gotten put in situations in
They stabbed you up in Belgium?
Yeah, I got a scar on my chest here because I got rounded up and stabbed.
Wow. You want to talk on that? What happened?
I was like 6, so I barely remember.
Flav.
Yo.
Tell them the history of Belgium and the Congo. If you know, I know you know about that.
King Leopold.
Yeah, okay. You guys know about it. Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
It's the worst thing that anyone can think of, my G. It's terrible. From what I remember, and I'm gonna butcher the hell out of it though, but let's just say that many lives were lost strictly for the egos. So everybody knows about Napoleon, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Napoleon has nothing on Leopold. Leopold is worse because he's like a failed Napoleon. And he tried to prove that he had what it takes by wasting so many Congolese lives. And he still failed at the end of the day. And he's still where I used to live. I live about a block from the Park Leopold. So it's the funny part because now a lot of people in Belgium, right, they want to act like, and I'm going to be honest here, right? They want to act like they're above everybody else, like looking down on Americans or looking down. Say, oh, we're not like that. We're not like these crazy Americans. All the while, the Belgian culture has been tainted horribly by what they've done in the past, but they don't talk about it.
Right.
So race issues are worse in some other countries, but they don't talk about it, so they think that they're better than Americans. The advantage
because they ain't had no civil rights movement.
Exactly. The advantage here is that y'all are open enough to talk about what happened today and the past, and it's like it's like, yo, this is how we read. This is how slavery was in the past. We sucked. We were bad, and that's like this openness, which allows the U.S. to be looked negatively upon, right? But many countries have done worse, if not the same.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? And no comment in Flav, man.
Yo, where you streaming from?
What?
Where you streaming from?
DC. Me? He's at DC.
DC.
Oh, okay.
And I just want to say something about what Flav and No Comment said about the Congo. And I had kind of, I'm the type of dude who like I'll read something one time and it'll kind of stick with me. You know what I mean? And I had remember reading things about the Congo, but it was when the Warriors drafted Jonathan Kuminga. He's Congolese. And they were interviewing him, and they was asking him, you know, they were like, yeah, what do you remember, you know? And he was basically saying, I came over to America when I was 6, but I asked my mom sometimes about how bad. He was like, I don't really remember necessarily, but I asked my mom how bad it was. This is how you know it's fucked up. He said, I asked my mom about it. They said, what did your mom say about it? And he said, she don't even talk about it, man. That's how short the interview was. Like, man, as far as that part of the interview, he said, we don't even talk about, you know, the Congo.
Like, yo, next question. That's
like, I'm just happy to be here in America now. And
exactly. Yo, check this out. I have 2 things I want to say, right? The first one is, if you want to read something that's going to piss you off, read about Patrice Lumumba.
Oh yeah. I know about that. That's what Patrice O'Neal was named after, ironically. Man.
That's right. Second thing that I remember, I never forget that, right? Because people have the worst, but they keep it quiet. So there are gangs in Belgium as well. They call themselves clan. And here's the funny part. There was like one of the most dangerous gang in Belgium called the Kung Fu Clan. And the younger brothers were called the Blackface. But it was not like blackface in terms of blackface you talk about it here in the US. Right. It was like the black faces, right? So here's the funny part. I was hanging out with my boys and we were at the exit of the metro station. And there was a gang down at the escalators. And if you were to walk down there, you would get stabbed. That was almost guaranteed. Yeah. Some dude walks on by. He was dressed fresh to the nines, man. And we're like, yo, B, you don't want to go down there because the Kung Fu Clan is down there. Dude looks at us. He's like, all right, man, let me tell you one thing. I'm from Rwanda. I've seen my mom, seen my dad getting killed right in front of me. I lost all my family members. I've seen blood everywhere. So these dudes right here, if they're going to do something, they're going to do what they're going to do, and we'll see what's going to happen. We're like, all right.
Yeah.
Yo, he walked by the clan, and they didn't even freaking move. I'm like, damn. So sometimes I think I may have it bad, but some people have it so much worse, and they just stay quiet about it.
Yeah. Hey, hold on, bro. So the Rwandan homie walked past the clan, and the clan didn't even move?
They ain't even move.
Well, that nigga was Debo in the streets.
Man, they were like, all right, no, he knows what he's doing. So they didn't even bother him.
Yeah, nah, they like this nigga's crazy.
And Rwanda, ain't that where they had Black Hawk Down? Where they was like, man, fuck this helicopter, man.
Nah, that was Somalia.
Oh, okay.
Rwanda. I thought it was Rwanda too.
Rwanda's that's where they had the Houthis and the Tutsis, the light skins.
That's right. You're right. 100%, man. You're right. 100%.
But so the Congo, the crazy shit about the Congo, from what I read, was the Congo had rubber, correct?
They had rubber. They had other components that I don't remember exactly off memory. But yeah, rubber was one among those things.
Rubber was a big one.
Yep.
And they had to bring in a certain quota of rubber from the rubber trees. And if they didn't, they chopped off their hands.
You know what?
Wow.
King Leopold was a wickedly, wickedly evil man. Far worse than I say Hitler.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not as well known, obviously, man, because I'm not up on that.
Oh, he's known.
I'm not up on that.
No, you're good because he stays low key. They don't really openly talk about that. That's the problem. But it is out there.
Man, I appreciate y'all bringing, and you know, but I'm glad we talked about this. So yeah, I know it's Fash. I'm naming niggas. I'm calling niggas out.
Nah, Fash Square.
That was him in the thread earlier. That was talking shit about immigrants and all this, man.
But the thing, the thing he was trying to say, because he put up some Fox News shit with some Caribbean chicks talking about reparations.
Yeah.
How they was against reparations and all this other shit.
He's trying to cause division.
He's not black. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like niggas got to know that. Like, yo, that the nigga behind that screen
See, he
name
ain't
is
pull
not.
up.
He's not black.
Yeah, my bad. Look on
You see, he ain't pull up.
Yeah, but you said
You
your
see, he ain't
family's
pull
from
up.
the Caribbean, right?
Oh, my family's from all over South America, well, Central America, and the Caribbean.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
So
I'm from Trinidad. I'll put that out there now.
Yo.
So
hey man, I'm gonna say this, man, to lighten the mood a little bit. When your brothers and them come over here, they fuck our hoes by giving them used tires and oil changes for free. I'm just saying. The one tire, I got tire. Don't you worry, I got tire.
My man.
I'm playing Madden right now. This nigga hurt about to make me lose the game.
Hey, you on PS5 or PS4?
Xbox game over on this side, homie.
Oh, okay, man. PS5 gang over here, man.
Right.
Yo, but check it real quick. I grew up around Jamaicans, people from Belize, Honduras, all throughout the Caribbean. When we come up here,
whoa,
yeah, I can say my family. When we come up here, we black.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We got cultural things that come with us.
That's right.
As far as food and things that we do culturally. But when we get up here, we know we black.
That's right.
The way it's always been, you feel me? Like I'm not understanding this like this 2020, 2021, 2022 division of like black people. Like since when have we started doing this?
Yeah,
you feel me?
Bro, that shit's weird, bro. It's like
Twitter, nigga. That's
we got agents and sleeper cells. It seemed like, bro. Like I don't see the difference. Like, so I'm in the South, man. I'm obviously I done said this shit for years on Boxden. I'm in Houston. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's no real difference between what I call a palau and what people here in Texas and Louisiana call fucking jambalaya, fam. Like, there's absolutely no fucking difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see the shit. I mean, niggas in Louisiana eat gumbo. You know what I'm saying? I eat gumbo. I fucking love gumbo. You know what I'm saying? But
it's delicious.
When you think about it, you don't know that gumbo means okra in Nigerian. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
In one of the dialects. So
I ain't know that at all.
Exactly. So they'll teach you to hate somebody that look like you, fam.
Mm-hmm.
It's a divide and conquer tactic by them people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like I'll be on Twitter all the time, fam. Like I say, I'm knee deep in fucking boxing Twitter. I done had altercations with motherfuckers and shit on that hoe. And it's like it's always over the same shit.
Yeah.
Some people want to try to say that I'm not black, fam, but it's like, come on, man. I'm a 6'3" black man in the middle of motherfucking Houston, then dealt with police brutality, and at the same time, I can relate with anybody, fam. You can't. The first time somebody see me, they ain't gonna be like, "Oh, nigga, you from Nigeria?" They gonna be
exactly.
That's a big black ass nigga. Man. That's the first thing they're gonna say.
And you know what? Same thing with that whole light skin, dark skin bullshit. It's the same thing.
Yeah, colorism.
Like, man, I see a black dude again. Police don't see. Oh, we gonna harass that dude because he light skin. He getting whipped the same fucking way. He getting harassed the same way. He dealing with the same struggle you dealing with. Everything. It ain't
you absolutely
right.
Ain't
no light skinned black coaches in the NFL either. You see what I'm saying? So, all that fake bullshit is division, bro. It's all fake division. I don't go for that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Them's my brothers. I don't go for that. So
and like
places like South Africa though, it go even deep because now it really get into the shades. They'll break down the shades into 7 colors of black, and they'll really discriminate on that.
Crazy.
Yeah, they'll really go hard. Mm-hmm.
I got this.
Yo, you know what else is crazy? Hey, yo, real quick. You know what else is crazy about South Africa? The crime in South Africa is off the chain.
You seen the videos, right?
I was watching.
It's crazy.
Yo, I was watching some videos the other day of carjackings in South Africa. Yo, they got crews, man. They go in down there. That shit is crazy.
Hey, because I seen you posted it.
Okay. Yeah, that shit is crazy, yo.
And they be like out their driveway and shit. Like they come out, they'll like pull in them and they gated drive. It's wild down there. It's like, man, them niggas be doing drills, but they just to take your car.
Hey,
but you know what?
I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. If any of y'all get the chance to go to South Africa, go.
Any specific places that you were like, you know?
For me, I can only speak on personal experience. I went to Cape Town. Cape Town was the most beautiful city I've been to in my life.
Nice.
I respect
I
that.
heard
Man.
Africa in general is a beautiful place to visit, man. If you go to the right spot. I got a teammate that's out there in South Africa. You know what I'm saying? He white though. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, shit. Once you make that bond in a boxing gym, fam, it's completely different.
Right.
Yeah. Man, I hope I get a chance to go, you know, to somewhere, and because I think we all should go back. I think ideally it would be great to go back to your motherland if you could find out, you know, and we ain't all from slaves too. People try to push that fucking narrative too, right? We ain't all come from slaves. I know I did come from enslaved peoples, but we didn't.
I know I did. You feel me?
What I'm saying, but and shout out for those of us who did, like me and Johnny Cage. You know what I'm saying? Ideally, you would like to find out, you know, which country specifically you came from and visit your motherland. But if you can't, you know, you can still go over to Africa. It's you know, plenty of countries that you can visit. You know what I mean? And still at least get in touch with your peoples. But I ain't trying to assume all you niggas came from slaves.
Just real quick, the reason why I say like I know I did, because like on my father's side, I mean, like we was able to trace it all the way back to like the bill of sale, like when we was all bought in Virginia. You see what I'm saying? So it's like naturally, obviously, like, you know what I'm saying, like niggas don't know what ship it was, or like, you know what I'm saying, like what country we came from. But it's like, all right, well, we definitely got the receipt when we were all bought, because pretty much this contract with all these names on it ain't nothing but a receipt of like a whole bunch of niggas. You feel me? Yeah. Like the same way you go to like Walmart or whatever else and just fill up your cart. Okay, they just filled up the whole little truck with niggas, right? That's as far as like, you know what I'm saying, just like the slave descendant part. As far as like actually like South Africa was the only country I've been to on that continent. So this is back in like 2006. So back then, like I had hang time on my head, like it was long and twisted. You see what I'm saying? So like when I was over there, like the black folks was coming up talking to me. I'm like, y'all know native. Yeah, I'm like, y'all know what you mean. I'm like, I'm American. They're like, oh no, brother, look at your nose. You such and such tribe. And it's like, man, my biggest regret about being over there is I cannot remember the tribe that this nigga said. You see what I'm saying?
Man, yeah. Can I ask you what brought you over there? Like, was it just like a random vacation or?
Nah, it was a study abroad trip. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, like, yo, you know what? Like, hey, let's do something different. Like, I could stay here in America in the summer and just like drink and party, which I've done for plenty of years. It's like, all right, bro, like, yo, you can go to Africa and get some school credit for it. You feel me?
When I was when I lived in the Bay Area, I got a shout out to Deepa. I got an ex-girlfriend. She's Senegalese, but they lived in France. You know what I'm saying? And she would come out to Cali and visit with me. I tried to learn French, but she learned English so fast that I never learned French. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't have to.
So she know like 4 languages. You know what I'm saying? She know her native tongues, and then she know French and then English now too, man. So shout out to you, Deepa, if you're watching this.
But no, I ain't gonna lie. It's like, you know, like I ain't trying to sound like cliche or corny, but it's like, all right, like the one experience I did have in Africa, it's like I did feel like home. Like the majority of people look like me. You see what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody looking at me sideways. Like I ain't catching no flack, no nothing. Like, man, it's cool. And on top of that, it's like, yo, they love American niggas so much over there. Like, nigga, super popping, nigga. I'm talking about like, bro, to this day, like some of the baddest women I ever had in my life over there in Cape Town, homie. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, bro, go. And especially if some of y'all niggas listen to me and y'all single, go twice.
Allegedly. Allegedly. They're like, what was so good about it? You be like, no, I'm saying it was beautiful mountains and
so they had such a rich culture.
The food. And that culture food.
Right.
The weather. The weather.
Now I went out there. The
water was beautiful.
Bomb.
Yeah,
the wine is bomb on some real.
Nah, yo, the wine was delicious. Hey, Megawatts is not lying. Yo, tell the story about the wine.
Like prior to that, I was never really into it. You know what I'm saying? But I went out there and then we did like a little wine tour, like the taste testing and all that. And then we was throwing like hotel parties like every week. But we would just go to the local supermarket and just rack up on a whole bunch of wine. Like the best tasting wine would be like dirt cheap for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, nah, that shit is cracking out there.
Why?
No, because like the American dollar go hella far with it.
Oh, I see. Any brands y'all remember that was like, or is it stuff you just can't get over here? You got to go over there to get.
I can't get it over here,
man.
But it's sections There's sections in wine stores that have South African wine. I'm sure you can't get the shit he had, but
yeah. Or maybe in New York when you're in New York.
Not Rue, you right.
Yeah, I hear you though, man.
Hey man, what's goddamn one of y'all New York niggas got some of that tiger bone?
Nah, I never tried it, man. I want to.
Make some noise for the word tiger, y'all. Make some noise, y'all. Word tiger, man. You just some big word.
Nah, honestly, I feel like it's like the Caribbean roots drink. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember one time I was in a barbershop in Brooklyn and this dude came by. He had it looked like he had like a bottle of wine with like a whole bunch of trees in it and like some liquor up in there. And like he was like selling like shots of this joint probably for like $5. But he was selling the bottle maybe for like 20. I regret not buying the bottle. I regret it. Like, that was the first time I tried it. I took the joint. It tasted like a shot. You know,
what it do?
Man, I went home like a couple hours later. Man, you was ready to pack a punch, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh wow,
it's like natural. That's like the natural organics, man.
Yo, but the tiger bone, the tiger bone is
holy moly guacamole.
My bad. You said it's like the Chinese.
It come in a red. I think it come in a red bottle and it got Chinese writing all over it.
Yeah,
that's like the official tiger bone. But the other thing is like a lot of Caribbean countries, they got some like like my family's from Honduras. Part of my family's from Honduras. In Honduras, we got something called Jivity. And it's a bottle with all types of roots and herbs in it. And you pour rum in it. You pour the rum in it and you let the herbs soak up the rum. That shit is strong as oh my god. Yeah, you be fucking all night on that.
Oh, you got Ifuna? You got
Jivity.
Okay.
You know what? My family, I got Griffinu in my family, but my family is not necessarily Griffinu.
Bet.
Hey, another thing, man, to my New York partners, man. What the hell going on up there with y'all drill rappers, man? Goddamn, dog. How many y'all niggas done been shot at over the last week, man?
Right.
Man, it done turned into Chicago.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think a big part of that is we got a lot of Chicago implants coming from Chicago living in New York now. That's a part of it.
We got a lot of out here in Atlanta too, man.
Yeah. They be trying, bro. Bless their heart. Bless their heart. They be trying down here. They be trying down here, but they do that shit in the suburbs. You get what I'm talking about?
No, like they really do in the suburbs. Nah, they tried down here, and I ain't even being funny, but for real. And I mean, on some real shit, it just don't work because the police be on their job down here. Like, you're not gonna do a drill down here and get away with it because them niggas got all the resources, GPI and everybody else. Like, it just don't happen. The reason they shit go on in Chicago is because niggas know they ain't finna get knocked for that shit unless they do something stupid. Out here, even if you smart about it, your ass is done.
Yeah, but here go the shit though. But the shit in New York is they do it anyway, but they gonna get caught because this is New York. It's not Chicago.
Same thing. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they gonna get them.
They got a million cameras in New York. They got a million cameras.
Yeah, you getting caught.
And again, like New York, like Atlanta, like I don't know what they got going on in Chicago, but out here, the police, they got ambition. They trying to be the mayor, and to be the mayor, you got to have the stats that say we don't let murders happen and go unanswered, man. So that shit don't fly out here, man. That shit don't fly in New York. I don't know what they doing in Chicago, but they come down here and they just don't last.
In Atlanta, they can have guns. In New York, they can't. So that's always a way to jam them up extra in New York.
True, big facts.
True indeed.
Ask Lil Wayne.
Sheesh.
Exactly.
Mexico Burris.
Yup.
All right.
Yep.
Boy, he shot himself, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's his own gun.
Nigga, cheddar bob yourself and gotta sit your black ass down.
New York is cold for that. There should be some kind of exceptions to the shit. Like, look, man, you shot yourself.
Right.
Go home.
Right. Like, nigga, that's punishment enough.
It was an exception to it though. Oh, they charged him for the gun. They charged him for the gun. They didn't charge him with attempt murder.
You mean attempt suicide?
Yeah, attempt suicide.
My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Went off.
But Plaxico Burress, man, he wasn't stupid for shooting himself. The reason he was stupid is because something we joke about on BX, like, nigga, half a weed carrier. That includes he has the gun. Like, why do you have it? Why?
Why do you have
Here go the thing. If you making a certain amount of money, it ain't nothing to get armed security.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. I agree.
Why? And
why your black ass in the club in the first fucking place?
Celebrate the win on Sunday. Nah, I ain't gonna cap though, man. I understand exactly what Fat Kid's saying, which is 1,000% true. But one of them nights, you gonna feel like getting out the damn house or a private spot. You gonna just want to be on the scene.
Here's the thing,
it's
man.
Gonna happen.
I personally don't like clubbing. You know, it's not a great experience. But again, when you're Plaxico Burress and you're playing on like a championship team in New York City, the club is a different experience for you, my friend. And you like the nightclub.
Right.
You want to go
You
to
can fuck the whole club.
Yeah, like
You
it's
can
not
fuck
the
the whole
same
club.
as me and you in there flexing or overspending or trying to get a chick. You're fucking Plaxico Burress. And even for the chicks who don't know who you are, you 7 fucking feet tall to them. You see what I'm saying? They just see a giant.
And the DJ is gonna be like, New York Giants in the house.
In the house. So I can understand, yeah. So I get why you want to go to the. I mean, that's the prime of your life. This is when you're supposed to be enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that.
Go to the Knicks game. They put you on the big screen and shit.
You on the court. They show your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're not taking no pistol in the Madison Square Garden.
You see what I'm saying? I ain't. Right, put this in your purse, baby. You like,
no, you Plaxico Burress, I'm saying. You know,
oh yeah, right, yeah. And just in case, a Redskin fan run up on me. And what he was thinking, man. That be that dumb shit, man. I see that shit happen a lot of times. Hold on.
Nah, I mean,
where was he from originally?
He was on his Bishop shit. I'm a hold gun. Because I already got it, motherfucker.
I already got it.
Word to Conway.
Oh shit,
bro! I got.
Yo, where was Plaxico? Where was Plaxico originally from?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Let me look and see right now.
Yeah,
I'm about to Google it.
I want to say Pittsburgh, but I'm not sure.
That's what I thought, like Pennsylvania or some shit.
Right? No, he played for Michigan State, I think, right? Originally, or
hey, nah, that nigga's from Norfolk, Virginia.
Hold on. First of all, shout out to his mom and dad because I don't know how the fuck they came up with Plaxico, man.
I was thinking the same thing.
How the fuck you come up with Plaxico? Like, what is that, bro? Like, I want to name him Plastics. I want to name him Texas. I want to name him Jodico. We gonna name that nigga Plaxico.
Plaxico.
That had to be a goddamn dice roll.
This nigga Plaxico went to Green Run High School in Virginia Beach. He from the 757.
That sound like a
gotta be like your grandfather.
That sound like a venture capitalist company or some shit, man. Plaxico. You know
yeah, that what that is, man. He a straight hood nigga, then, man. Especially from that Virginia Beach. Man.
Exactly.
Go down.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to AI, Mike Vick, and all them boys, man.
Yeah, most definitely. It's crazy when you think about it. VA gave us the fucking culture in the early 2000s, bro. Them was fucking icons, man. Vic and AI.
That's right, man. Again, Michael
don't forget
Vick.
about Randy Moss and White Chocolate.
Oh yeah, big fat.
Oh yeah, man. West Virginia, hell yeah.
Yeah, don't forget about Randy Moss and White Chocolate now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, you think it's any correlation to that, to like Virginia being the first spot where they brought the slaves to?
That's deep.
Like what Pharrell named this concert? Something in the water.
Ooh, it's deep, man.
That's
I never thought about that one.
Man,
I never thought about that either.
Bro, I was about to say, man, shit, man. If Mike Vick, I was in the club, man, when Mike Vick came in the club, and let me explain to you. When Mike Vick came in the club, man, you can pack that bitch up, nigga. You can go your ass home. That's what you can do. That nigga in his prime came in the club, nigga. You can just, hey y'all,
I can't get no hoes.
You can go home, nigga. You can't get a drink. You can't get nothing, nigga.
Hey,
nigga said you go home.
I saw Vic goddamn back in the day when he was on the Falcons, Athletics Mall, bro. When I tell you they put all of us out of Foot Locker.
They closed the store when he was in the store.
Stop playing for real.
Oh, they put the gate down. They put the gate down, nigga. This is Vic in here, nigga. This is the mayor, nigga.
I had a shoe in my hand. He still kicked me out.
Bro,
I get my money. Was no good here.
I seen it, bro. That nigga, bro. I went to the very last training camp. I went to at 2006. It was the year that he went away for the thing. So they was having something. It was me and I went with my homie Rico and his girl, man. And so we went down, and so I guess they had like all the Falcons at a table signing autographs, and you could just walk up to the table, and they had the table over there. We seen it, but then we seen, and this was at Piedmont Park, but Vic is at a table, and he had maybe one or two, I guess, other quote unquote star players with him, and they had a fence around the nigga, man, like a 6-foot fence surrounding the area where this nigga, I was like, bro, they treat this nigga like a motherfucking nigga, like, god damn, bro. Yeah. Untouchable.
But they were saying, like, you know, he go to the club, he be in the club popping bottle, drinking all night, then go in the parking lot, be racing niggas all night for money.
Okay, so was that really real, or they just put that in Atlanta just for show?
That was real. That's real.
He wasn't even looking at the playbook, man. That nigga was just waking up like, man, let me shake these niggas, coach.
That was crazy.
Let me shake these niggas, coach. That nigga was doing that shit off.
That nigga was really racing niggas in the parking lot.
For money. For money. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that nigga Vic was living that life, bro. That nigga was thugging it. Loving it.
Hey, so I'm saying, so like, ain't nobody ever beat that nigga in a race? I know it gotta be one nigga that probably beat him.
Yeah. Probably. You know, it's funny. It's always some hood dude who didn't. I know my homie.
That's what I'm saying.
My homie Frederick can smoke that nigga, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking shit, man. Capping.
Hey, you know what though? If somebody did beat him, man, it's some nigga from the backwoods of Georgia who always played football bare feet their whole life.
I hear you.
I
bet that shit was easy money for a nigga that nigga might feel like, who want to race? And everybody always think, you know, they gonna cook him. You know what I'm saying? He like, nigga, I do this, boy. I do this, man.
Like this is.
Man, yeah. Everybody wanted to be Mike Vick, man. I don't care who you was, what your team was. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to be Mike Vick, man.
Especially in Madden.
Man,
especially in Madden.
Yeah.
Damn scramble button.
It's like cheating. They're like, man, you picked it. Man.
That nigga was like Bo Jackson in Tecmo Bowl, my nigga.
Yeah, man.
Nah, I'm talking about.
Shout out to Mike Vick 7. Hey, man, we got 5 minutes, man. I got a question for y'all, man, for the last 5 minutes, man.
What up, Carl?
It's a real serious question for the community, man. That can only be answered in 5 minutes, man. No, for real, y'all. Somebody made a comment about something we said on another podcast, and I'm just curious y'all opinion, man. For real though, y'all wouldn't smash Candace Parker though?
Definitely.
You would?
Shit, I would.
I would.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Hey, what are we talking about?
Something. I see you processing it, man. Something.
You want to hold that
Define
foot?
smash.
You hold that foot up.
Hulk smash.
Hold that foot. Like an animal. Like an animal block.
That size 16W.
It'd be a hell of a layup.
Flav, I see you processing it, Flav. Habeas corpus. I need an answer.
Oh, my bad. I was on the Facebook dating app.
You good?
All right, I'll put it like this.
Yeah,
I'll put it like this.
Right.
Y'all ever seen her in person?
Yeah,
nah, I ain't never seen that person.
Yo, she's tall as fuck. All right, okay.
Play. How tall
Tall is tall.
Yo, if I get dressed though, yeah, of course.
Play.
He said she tall as fuck.
Yo, how tall is she? Like,
she's like 7'2".
Play. How tall are you?
I'm 5'9" and a half.
6'10".
I look at her like
high chair for a reason.
I need answers from everybody. I need an answer from every single person.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Yes.
Thank you. You smash it. Hurt.
Yeah.
ASAP.
He don't smash it, man. I'm getting on child support. Fuck y'all. Man, put it on child support. I mean, yeah.
Chase, you're knocking that down? Candace Parker.
I don't even know who that is.
Candace Parker?
What?
That's her right here. I mean, look.
Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Now, you got to ask Chase if he smashed Rebecca Lobo.
Diana Teresi face.
I might take her to get some coffee or something.
Oh, business! You got a business, man.
Yo, cool. She ain't shit but an inch taller than me, man. They ain't nothing.
Diggins.
Yo, no days off.
Yes, sir.
Yo, did you see his new video?
Who?
He put up a new
PP30.
video. He talking to some chick. Yo, he talking to some chick in the Vagisil aisle.
Papa Pimp.
He's like, I'm gonna get your number now.
You trying to bake bread? You trying to bake some bread?
You gotta do a voiceover, fat kid. You gotta do a voiceover.
He like, I'm gonna get your number. I'm gonna call you back in like 2 to 3 weeks after you clear up. Yo, man.
Fallopian your fungus.
Hey, anybody got?
Fat kid. He talking to some chick. He talking to some chick next to the Monostat 7. No bullshit.
It's fun.
I thought you stopped putting up them.
This nigga don't read the room. He did not read the room.
My man walked off.
He said, fuck
Fat kid, you got
I gotta see that
shit. You got to do a video for that shit.
You gotta do a fat kid. I'm gonna have to see that
it's
one.
Too funny. Right behind him is Vagisil and Monostat 7.
I got a bit. Hey man, let me ask, man.
That's the new one.
Anybody got any final thoughts, man? Anything they want? Anybody want to get off their chest, man? For episode 14, man. Besides, don't holler at bitches in the Vagisil aisle.
My main thing is this. My main final thought is this. Like, I definitely saw that BS thread like Fast Quest put up, and it's like, yeah, that's only to create division, but it ain't never been no kind of division with the brothers. I don't care Trinidad, Jamaica, wherever, man. Like, we all black, nigga. Like, I'm saying, like, I'm gonna be mad at you because you got dropped off at a different bus stop. You feel me? Like, we all out here.
Big exactly. Light blaze.
Now I was gonna say, no comment. Give us, real quick, a couple plays, a couple crypto, whatever plays, real quick for the week.
Ooh. All I'm gonna say is all I'm buying right now is Bitcoin. That's all I'm buying. It's that, like, hold on, give me 1 second. The current price is currently at 36,900. So right now, all I'm doing is buying Bitcoin. I'm not focused on nothing else right now. That's all I'm fucking with. And it's still coming down. Yo, the market been crazy. The market been crazy the last couple days.
And shout out to the Crenshaw sweater, bro. That's dope. Shout out to the Crenshaw hoodie, man. Very dope.
No doubt.
Shout out to Raider Nation in the building. Some. Shout out to the Texans fans hurting. Shout out to my nigga Flag, man. Shout out to my Niger bros, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trill, you know what I'm saying? You for pulling up, man. Shout out to Aunt McQueen. Shout out to Aesop, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Anything you got to say, man, before we go, man? It's been another great episode, man. Do this thing again this Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, man. You know
no doubt.
Man, see all y'all good brothers next week.
I'll repost this tomorrow with the timestamps, man. So I appreciate y'all.
I got a business.
Next week, man.
Hey, all y'all be safe. You, Trill, man. Y'all have a good one. All right, Blaze, man. Habeas Corpus, man. Johnny Cage.
Hold up.
Daniel Roman.
Yo, Lightning Blaze. If I come up with any new plays I see for crypto,